Right there. Screwdriver.
Give me a light bulb.
And that's our cold open.
Please don't.
So welcome in to the latest episode of Talk or Go Home. Nick, Clint,
sitting
David,
around waiting
and
on
Mark.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I have actually.
Perfect time to jump in.
Appreciate you guys tuning in. We're going to have a great conversation today. I can already tell. But don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, rate, and review. Talk or
Couch
Go Home,
change.
guys. I mean, go over and subscribe to Lens Plus. We've actually got a new show dropping on Lens Plus called After Real. You know, Clint and I have hinted at it, and we've talked about it, and we've actually got some episodes recorded. And we're going to be getting ready to drop those on the bonus side of Lens Plus. It's going to be some more bonus content for you Lens Plus subscribers because we appreciate you so much that we thought the best way to reward you would be to let you listen to us more.
Pay to listen.
Yes, let you pay to listen to us more.
Somebody's getting gypped.
Yeah. Yeah, trust me, I agree.
We apologize
I
on
like
the front
to listen
side.
to y'all. I like to listen to y'all talk.
But so yeah, if you don't rate, review, subscribe, follow, and like, we're going to release Mark's feet pics online. He doesn't know we have them, but we will be posting those to Twitter. So don't force us to do that.
Not as
to
bad
the
as
world.
Shaq, right?
My wife told me the other day I have witch's feet.
Ooh.
That's
She told you that?
yeah.
Wow.
That's jacked up, man.
Wow. Thanks, wife.
You know what I did? I went and put some socks on.
I thought you were going to say I put them on her.
I put them over her head. She couldn't see me anymore.
Double in trouble now.
But seriously, guys, thank you for subscribing. For those that do, hopefully those bonus
change.
episodes are. I mean, there's some pretty good stories that come out on those bonus.
Ooh, there's some that I'm glad do not air here, and
But it's a way for us to talk about stories we don't feel comfortable enough letting everybody hear.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody can hear them, but there's just a select
If
few.
they it's a
choose.
choice.
Yes, exactly.
If they choose,
Because I've got one coming up that's whew.
Yeah.
They have to pay you for your innermost stories.
Yeah.
Your
But
secret
really, that's
stories.
it's an exchange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're being probably too vulnerable with them in exchange for their money.
Well,
What does that make us?
prostitutes.
That's where I was going. I'm glad.
I was already thinking it.
I was thinking of something else, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Man, I'm missing out with the cup. Give me that cup. What's in that cup?
Water.
Give me that cup.
I've drunk out of it.
Drink out of it.
Sound effects for all you thirsty folk out there. Remember to drink your water.
Just
Hydrate.
annoyed 93% of the audience.
Hey, so I started using one of those Brita, just typical Brita, water filters.
Yeah.
It's
The
real
pitcher.
skinny.
The pitchers.
Just fill it up, throw it back in the fridge.
Yep.
Man, that makes the best
It
water.
really
It
does.
does.
It really does.
does.
Like the difference.
But even
between,
that's inconvenient sometimes because you
Yeah.
go and somebody doesn't
Won't
fill it
fill it
back
up.
up.
I do it every time
Stupid
I pour. I
kids.
go fill it up,
Stupid
put it back in the
kids.
fridge, and then I'll come back. It's empty. And I'm like, oh,
I'm a spring water guy.
okay.
Are you not?
I mean, yeah.
That's-
I'm a water guy.
I'm
but
a water guy, but if I have
like
a choice,
filtered water.
I'm gonna go spring just because it's like you're not gonna get all the chemicals that you get in mass.
Well water,
distributed
baby.
Water.
That's
Well
great.
water's the water's the way to
That's
go.
the way to go.
That's the way to go.
Spring or well water.
Filtered well water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean it's
Now, how much do you
From
want to filter
below
though,
your
to
feet.
get all those minerals out though? Because I mean, there's a lot
Well,
of good
sediments
stuff.
and what? It's a sediment filter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
changed my
it's a
mind
thick,
But
it's
you
a
want
wide
those-
hold filter. Is that what
you
you're
want
saying?
those minerals.
That's what I'm saying,
You
but
just don't want the bacteria.
you don't want the dirt and but you want the.
Well, you don't want it to be dirty water.
You don't want to be dirty
Poo-poo
water.
water.
No,
You don't want.
I don't want none of that.
Hey, we've all had to drink out of the back of a toilet before.
Hey, but think about it, like tap
Or
water.
hose.
Let's think about tap water.
I love
Like,
tap water.
Where does it come from?
The tap,
Exactly, but where does that come from?
the ground,
Pipes that come from
Wherever. Underground.
the treatment facility,
And what do they treat to make it?
Water.
from
But-
the ground,
But also,
sewage.
yes.
Yes.
Okay. So think about like all these people that, I mean, look, there's
This guy.
a lot of this fly.
Yeah, there is a fly.
Oh, I thought you got him.
That was cool. That was close.
Come on, Mr. Miyagi.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna get him. But anyway, like, hey, let's say people that are really like have all these different diseases and stuff, and like they're been on drugs and whatnot, and they're urinated, defecating, all this stuff, and it's going and it's all going in this big cesspool, and then it, they find a way to filter it down, but there's got to be a little bit left in there, So now you're drinking like
Well,
a lot of
it's like
chlorine.
microns. Like it's so many parts per million.
It
Like, as long as it's below that number, it's safe for
Yeah, but
humans to
he's
still
saying
there.
to compensate, they put all these other chemicals in there to compensate
Chlorine.
for the fact that
Yeah.
Chlorine.
fluoride, chlorine.
Yeah.
You know,
Which
it's-
then, if you drink a lot of water in mass amounts, like it could do some damage.
It can.
That's why you need to filter your water.
Well, that's why I'm a big spring water guy. You know, if you just filter out the spring water, filter out the sediment, filter out the bacteria.
You talking about just buying bottles of spring water, jugs that go that way?
Yeah. And don't get it in plastic either.
Yeah. Yeah, paper bags.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, paper bag.
What are you gonna get
What
it in?
are you gonna get it in?
A glass bottle.
Where's that at? Perrier?
Perrier.
This is not a sponsorship for Perrier.
So you
No, there's
you,
a-
You drink
get
glass
spring
bottles?
water out of a glass bottle.
No, but if I could, I would. I mean, if you're talking about doing it right, because you know, even in plastic bottles, you're going to get plastic in the water, and you're going to consume plastic.
There's this.
Microplastics are a thing.
Isn't there this place like in Georgia or Tennessee somewhere where you can go and like there's this like this healing
That's still
water,
plastic.
like it has like all these great nutrients and stuff in
There's
it.
some
And
hot
people go
springs
that
over
you just donate money to it and you go fill up in there, and like people come from like all over the place to come get it.
Fountain of
can't-
Youth.
No, but
Yeah.
I mean, in a way, if you're making yourself more youthful.
Paper bag.
I gotta find what I'm talking. I looked it up one day too. And
Yeah.
that's legit.
I mean, I'm a big water guy too.
Wait, the paper bag's legit? Oh.
Oh, the fill station.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you put wax on the inside of the paper,
Yeah, would you rather have wax sediments or plastic sediments?
wax.
Okay.
Wax. 'Cause
How
wax,
terrible were the wax lips and Halloween candy? Hey, let's get on topic.
I like
Wax
I,
aren't
I mean, they had that
petroleum-based.
little
Is wax
tiny bit of taste
petroleum-based?
of cherryness in them.
Plastics
you
are
know? I thought it was
petroleum-based.
okay.
I don't know.
What about nickel nips?
What? Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. I was. Ooh.
Nickel nips. You know the wax bottles with the juice in
Disgusting.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as a kid though, you get the little wax bottle of Coke with the juice in it.
But I thought I was supposed to consume the bottle.
You could chew it. You chewed it up
Yeah, you
like
chew it
gum
up.
And
then spit
swallow.
it out. No, nobody
No,
swallows.
nobody
it.
swallows
That's
I
just-
tried to one time.
I bet you did,
I was 5,
Mr. Wax Poop,
5 or 6, something like that.
Got started early.
making statues with his poo.
Y'all remember those
Fun
those
with
candy
feces.
cigarettes?
Oh
Like
yeah,
the chalk candy cigarettes. And
Absolutely.
You thought you were a big shot. And you just,
My sister went on vacation somewhere and they had a candy store and it had literally a whole wall full of candy cigarettes.
a wall.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, what flavor did you get? She's like, well, they're all the same. I said, exactly. What flavor did you get?
Yeah, menthol or strawberry. Which one's good?
The owl,
Mint
owl
chocolate.
bubblegum cigars. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah. We
Sagittarius.
were brought up to smoke.
Yeah. Well, it's
And
just
I
like,
don't.
It's just like Big League Chew.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, it's a product designed to mimic a cancerous
tobacco.
tobacco product.
yeah.
But you can still buy the cigarettes.
You still buy them in
Where
some
where
places.
where you get them at?
Candy stores.
Well, candy stores, but
You
I
can get
think
candy cigarettes. That
I
look like
think so.
cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like chalk.
Kind of like
thin
a
chalk.
They're selling Big League Chew at Walmart though, right?
kind of like a rolled cigarette. You know, like
Yeah.
a home rolled cigarette.
Yeah. And really, that's what you should
Not
do.
the left-handed
If you're going
variety.
to
Not the
smoke,
left-handed
you should
cigarette.
roll your own cigarettes.
Should you?
Yeah, because
Oh, because all the additives.
the
But
process.
don't they put that
nature
in
of-
like? Wouldn't they put that in like tobacco? Like if you buy a pouch of tobacco, and they probably already got that stuff in there too.
But no,
don't they?
you're supposed to buy smoking tobacco.
It's different.
Which
It's
is
right?
different. Yeah, so
they don't
like-
put as many additives in it and all that, those chemicals and stuff.
So like when I go to buy my cigars at the cigar place that I go buy my cigars, they sell
What do you do at the cigar place?
buy cigars.
Oh, okay. How about that?
And sometimes I stay and I smoke them there
It's
too.
it's amazing how that works.
Yeah, you've been in there?
Yeah, I have.
You've been in there.
Yeah, I'm not going again.
Okay, why?
Thing made me sick.
Made him sick.
Oh,
Don't you
the
remember?
cigar that you got?
Terrible. I'm done with it.
Done.
All cigars.
Yeah, I'm done.
Forever.
Except Black and Miles.
Hey, don't
He likes those.
don't trash Black and Miles.
Hey, ain't nobody trashing a Black and Miles.
I mean, well, they can't.
Hey,
sponsor
there's
us. It's
hey,
illegal.
tell me that if there's any type of smoke in this world, you're out in public and you catch a whiff of something, I would want it to be Black and Miles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
'Cause, I mean, I'm not gonna
Swisher
just
Sweet.
wood tips.
yeah, the wood tips.
Are you a wood tip or a plastic tip?
No, you don't
guy?
go play. You go wood. It's
No,
traditional.
I'm a wood. Yeah.
But, I don't smoke
But
any.
no. So what was I talking about? Yeah, smoking tobacco. So it's like you on the packages of the smoking tobacco, it tells you the ingredients,
Okay.
and there's like 3.
No arsenic or anything.
No. Now you look at the ingredients of a processed like a Marlboro or a.
It's bad.
Yeah, dude. It's.
Hey, you know.
Tar.
Hey, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, here's an ingredient that will shock a lot of people if you've never heard this, but urea.
Yeah.
Which is urine.
Yeah.
Which comes from you.
In
It's weird.
your
Why would they put that
cigarette.
in a cigarette? For flavoring?
I'm just glad it didn't come from Uranus.
Ha ha! Butt pee. I got him. Yes. Yeah.
But
I hope I get you at least once every episode.
What would that look like? Let's not
Listen
talk
to our
about
last
Drive by a
episode.
cow.
Let's not talk about
Drive by a cow, and that's basically what it is.
Yeah, if you haven't
Let's
heard
not-
it yet,
let's
go
not
back to our
talk
last
about it.
episode, and
Yeah.
you'll find out all about it.
Yeah, can y'all believe we talked about?
Butt pee?
Can y'all believe we talked
A
about
long time.
pooping that much?
That
on
was
that
a lot.
Episode?
Yeah.
That was episode 2 of this season, by the way. If you want to go back and listen to that,
We technically filled our pants.
technically.
We did.
I
So-
got the poo on me.
Yeah, I
Joe
do. I
Dirt,
do.
thank
I
you.
do want to try.
Yeah.
I do want to try a pipe though. I do want to try a pipe.
Hammy smoking a pipe is hilarious.
Can you smoke a pipe?
Yeah.
That look.
Does he? Is what I meant
Yes.
to say. Okay.
Yes, he has been known to.
You know, it'd be great though. I think what would really give people out there listening like a great, like visual, like have a camera like over his head, point at me here, one here, and then it's like a mosaic type of
Yeah.
view where you can just see our faces while we're talking. That would be funny. Because a lot of the stuff that people are, if you're just driving down the road and you're not watching it, you don't really get a lot of the things that we're laughing about.
And that's
You
and
get,
that's
you
a
get
really,
a lot of it, but you don't get all of it.
It's so much more entertaining when you watch it.
yeah.
Because see, I watch it on Spotify. Like I've got the Spotify app on my computer in school at my desk, and I'll open that up and I'll watch it on there, and then I'll listen to it on like Spotify or Apple Podcasts going down the road
car, yeah.
in the car, and it's a totally different experience
it's a
watching
different
it
media.
versus. And I mean, you can watch it on YouTube too. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to Lens Plus. You
Couch
don't have to
change.
subscribe to watch though. You can watch all of it for free on Spotify. Go ahead, watch it on Spotify. Watch it on YouTube as well. So, David, can you tell us what you've been up to lately, man?
Yeah, we had spring water when I was growing up.
From a spring.
Yeah, from spring. We pumped it up to the house. But I hate bottled water. I just get it out of the tap.
Can you imagine, like, who? I thought about this the other day. Who's the guy that thought bottled water was a good business plan?
Well, I bet he got made fun of to begin with, and now like it's just
No
so,
joke. I think you're
essential.
right.
It's so
It's
convenient.
essential, dude.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I like bottled water. I just hate it when I just find it around the house all the time where somebody's just opened up and drank a couple of drinks out of it and just left it sitting around. So I end up
Sounds like you hate
end up
laziness.
just pouring it out and pouring the water out and throwing them away. And it's just, I just drink it out. I just put some ice in a cup and get it out of the tap water.
Maze's birthday party is going to be this weekend. We're going to have, a dozen kids at the house or so, probably playing basketball. The amount of
It's gonna
half-drink
be, yeah.
water bottles we're
Now,
going
you
to
just
find.
get you one of them big igloo coolers. Ice and water with some cups.
Yeah,
Yeah, you had to pick them
Screw
cups
on
up, too.
top.
yeah.
With the conical.
I hauled one of
paper
them into
cups.
the old supper club one time and sat on it at a table.
Can we get some context, man? That's
Well, it was a
that's an
BY. It
opening
was a bring your own drink place.
Did it have
And
water?
you brought
Yeah.
a cooler.
Yeah.
Cooler full of drink.
You know, it was a pretty classy. Do y'all know where the old supper club is outside of Steele?
Yeah.
It was a pretty classy place. I mean, they had a band and everything, served good steaks and everything. We went there one night. And I just one of them big coolers with a screw on top. Me and another person just hauled it in there. I sat on it and ate.
Please tell me you had the ladle. Please tell me you had the old school ladle.
You want something to drink? I had to get up and unscrew the top and get something out there.
We had there was
Yeah.
a supper club in Auburn, and it shut down.
Here it is.
It wasn't a nice establishment though. It wasn't a place where you went to, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's no longer there.
Hey, why are we here?
To
I know why
talk.
we're here.
Okay.
Hey, folks out there listening, today we're going to embark on a journey of rankings.
Rankings.
We each individually have ranked things that we wanted to rank today, and whether you like it or not, you're going to hear our opinion on it.
Hey,
And
stay,
you
So
can form
keep
your own.
listening.
hey, and stay tuned. By the way, we're probably going to release, probably on our social media here soon, a video of us taking a little trip to Sylacauga, Alabama, where we're going to visit the Bluebell Creamery. And they make ice cream, and you know,
they bring happiness to all.
There may be a barbecue joint visit on the way, so that's in the works right now. David and I are in the middle of planning that, and
Wait,
it's
am I
going to be
invited?
fun. Well, I mean, yeah, everybody's invited,
Okay.
but we're just trying to get the logistics and the dates and the times down, and then we're going to let
Dude,
you
I'm all
guys know.
about an ice cream trip.
And barbecue.
You know what I did today with my youngest too? Went in Piggly Wiggly in Asheville, and we got us a gallon of cookies and cream and
Bluebell?
a gallon of milk. No, it was the $7.49 family. I don't know who makes it.
Bluebell.
Piggly Wiggly special.
Bluebell.
Well, dude, everybody loves Bluebell. You know what? Don't like Bluebell?
Your wallet.
My wallet.
But you know, Bluebell invented the cookies and cream ice cream. They're the first ones.
I think I've heard you say that
to do
before.
that.
That's pretty
they're
sweet.
The OG cookies and cream.
Yeah, I didn't mention this when we were talking about ice cream. There was a place in Leeds one time called Spruill's Dairy, and that may be the best ice cream I ever had. They had a coconut ice cream.
Right.
I was gonna say, didn't Wright used to do
Dude,
ice
and
cream?
it was so creamy. The
Right,
milk was
yeah.
creamy.
Yeah.
They had the Wright had the best milk.
Yeah, but I think you still go there and get milk, can't you, or butter or something?
No,
don't they don't make
I think they're
anything down there
down.
I
anymore?
think they make it. I think it's just a.
Yeah, Spruill's Dairy in Leeds. It was really good, really good.
How do you spell that?
Spruills, I guess. Spruills, something like that. It was good. I hated that place shut down.
Didn't they make the rims that spun?
I don't know.
Oh. No, that's Spree-Wells. Never mind.
So, who wants to start off our ranked situation here?
Any, mini, money, mo.
I say you go. Because
You want me to go?
Yeah, you
Okay.
go because I know what yours is going to be, and it's.
I'm about to bring the
gonna be
thunder,
awesome.
okay?
Yeah.
Because now
Bring
what
the
I
thunder.
all right, so folks out there listening, anybody that enjoys breakfast cereals, just go ahead and just cozy on up in your seat. We're about to take a trip,
down breakfast cereal.
and I tried not to make it too big because there's so much, and so when you're ranking breakfast cereals, you can't. If you go online and I did this before I came and I already had my list done, so I was just trying to see what other people's lists look like. But when you go and look for best cereal lists and you try to get them into subcategories, nobody really ranks them in subcategories.
No.
All right. So to me, I can't just say, oh, these are my favorite cereals. Well, I have a lot of favorite cereals, so I have to put them in different categories. My categories are, all right, you ready? Basic, all right.
Okay.
Basic plus sugar,
Okay.
all right. Chocolate, fruity, sweet goodness. All right, those are my 5 different categories. And
Okay.
I could have went more probably.
Yeah, probably
with the peanut
so.
butters and stuff, and then or I could even put them in corn, rice, and wheats. Yeah. But anyway, all right. So I'm gonna start with my basic. These are my top 5 basic. Y'all want to go 1 to 5 or 5 to 1?
5 to 1.
All right, 5 to 1.
I'll know your favorite last.
Okay.
Or your opinion of best last.
All right. So this is my number 5 basic, and I actually wrote down 2 because I couldn't make my mind
So
up.
describe a basic cereal.
Basic cereal is something that, I mean,
It's
just think
basic.
about it. It's just basic. When you hear my cereals, you'll be like, okay, all right,
Okay.
all right. So number 5 is either going to be Raisin Bran or Wheaties. All right, so just going Bran Flakes. Okay. Now Raisin Bran, I mean, you could put it in a different category, maybe a fruity cereal,
Sure.
or but that's my number 5, Raisin Bran or Wheaties. I just love, man, it's really good.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had Wheaties.
No Wheaties?
No. I'm a Raisin Bran.
they're
guy. I love
deceptively
I love
good.
Raisin Bran.
Yeah.
Ooh, Raisin Bran. So good.
Like Raisin Bran might be my number 1.
Dude, it's delicious.
It's so good.
All right, my number 4 is Rice Chex.
Okay.
Never had rice.
Rice Chex.
Never had.
Hey, it's very adaptable. You can do a lot of different things. Sometimes I'll take some of that strawberry syrup you put on top of ice cream, or like strawberry Nesquik.
Yep.
And just pour it on top of it and just
Get a
mix
little
it in.
sweetness.
Oh my
Now,
gosh.
you making that you putting it in another category now.
Well, only if you add that. But I'm saying as a base cereal,
Oh,
Rice
okay.
Chex is my number 4.
Yeah.
All right. Number 3, Rice Krispies.
The original.
The original Rice Krispies.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Snap, crackle, pop. Number 2.
My favorite
And
cereal.
number 1 and number 2,
Mhm.
Rice
Really?
Krispies is. Number 1 and number 2 are kind of neck and neck for me. And number 2 used to be my number 1, but they kind of fluctuate. So not today.
Today.
Today,
Yeah.
number 2 was original Cheerios, which are absolutely delicious to me.
Also a staple of my cereal diet.
You got some Cheerios.
Got to
then-
keep that cholesterol under control.
And then number 1 for me is Special K.
Okay, just Special K, not like any special version of Special
Just
K.
Special
Just
K,
Special
bud.
K. See,
It's
I
delicious.
love me some Special K, man. But
What are you adding?
I got to rank, for me, Cheerios and Rice Krispies
I could
are
say
above
that. Hey,
Special
those are my
K.
top 3, baby. That's
See,
my
every
top
one of
3.
those, I have to add something to, though.
I don't have to add anything to Rice Krispies, but you can.
You can.
So they're versatile.
They're very versatile. Yes.
Same thing with Cheerios. Sugar to either. I'd go to my grandmother's house, old Grandma Bertha, and she'd make breakfast, and she said, "You want some? That's not how she talked. You want some sugar? You want some sugar on that, sweetie?" "Yes, ma'am." She's a city clerk. "What's up?"
Now you eat Cheerios for your cholesterol, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Well, can you eat Honey Nut Cheerios? Would that
Yeah.
help you just as good? Okay.
Good question.
But I've got to be in the mood for Honey Nut Cheerios because the aftertaste is it's strong. It's
Well, I would
pungent,
much rather have Honey Nut Cheerios.
Same.
and the
than
milk
Cheerios.
is pungent too. The
Now,
leftover
Raisin
milk.
Bran. Yeah, Raisin
is.
Bran. I'm going
It
to put
is.
some
It's a
banana
little
in the
off.
Raisin Bran, too. And I
Yes.
like Raisin Bran. I'll put banana
You
in
put
it, too.
banana in Raisin Bran?
Yeah.
I never tried that.
And peanut butter.
I put bananas
No,
in
no peanut butter.
everything
Peanut
else.
butter
Really?
and bananas in
No.
the Raisin Bran.
In their cereal? Peanut butter in your
Yes.
cereal?
In
No,
Raisin
no way,
Bran.
Raisin
man.
Bran?
Dude, try it.
I
Don't
will.
knock it till you try it.
I
Sugar.
won't knock
Y'all
it.
told me
Knock
to
it till
put
you try
peanut
it.
butter on pancakes and stuff, and
It is-
I'm
that's
done
what
with
that's
that. I'm
good.
done. I'm done with that.
Peanut butter and chocolate syrup on pancakes?
No.
Yes.
No.
Dude, that is good. I ain't
Chocolate
lying.
chip pancakes with peanut
And,
butter.
and a little slice of banana on there.
You're not a big peanut butter guy, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're just a one-dimensional.
I never eat peanut butter fudge.
Never, ever.
Ever? You like
No,
fudge?
he doesn't because it doesn't get
I
made
like
for
peanut
him.
butter fudge.
Hint, hint.
More than
When she
regular
listens to
fudge.
this.
If she listens.
I love
to this.
peanut
Shout
butter.
out, shout out to Kate.
Sometimes I'll just take a spoon and just eat peanut butter.
So
Love it
I
so
did my
much.
list.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just wrote it on the. I got the.
Nice.
Pancakes and waffles. You just
We
put
gotta zoom
syrup
in,
on
maybe.
those. You don't put peanut butter on them.
All right. Y'all want to make any comments
Put
on that top
butter
5?
on there.
Y'all
That,
good?
I think we have been.
Yeah, I'm good on my
Any extra?
comments.
Okay. All right. So now we're gonna move on to basic plus sugar. So this is like your sweetened basic cereal.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right. So my number 5, Frosted Flakes.
That's an underrated cereal for me.
I
I don't
can't-
eat it enough, but
I
whenever I
can't-
do, I'm like, man, this is
I can't
so
wait
good.
to see what your other 4 are because I can't believe that's number 5.
I know, right?
That's where I
know.
was a Raisin
I
Bran.
know. All right. Number 4, I admit I kind of forgot about Frosted Flakes a little bit, and number 4 and 5 were kind of.
Tony the Tiger, man.
Yeah, but all right. Look, my
Great.
beef with Frosted Flakes is this. Okay, you pour it, you start eating on it. How long? 30, 45 seconds till it starts getting like really soggy.
Yeah.
But that's
Maybe
a
a
part of the
minute.
great. That's a part of the genius because then the sweetness ends
It
up in
does.
the milk, and then the milk experience at the end of the cereal eating is
Well,
just
look.
so amazing.
Look,
It is.
Clark W. Griswold was working on, an additive for
Yeah,
cereal.
he was.
So that's the whole synopsis of
He ended up in
Christmas
Walmart
Vacation.
as a result.
So
Well, Walmart parking lot.
All right, my number 4. All right, and I don't know if this will even belong in the basic plus sugar, but when I was thinking about it, I was like, this is a basic ingredient
not
that just
raining.
has sugar added.
It
on
is.
I think my windows are down.
Well, good
you
luck.
better go put them up.
Let me go put my windows up.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
All right.
Now that,
Hey, can you get us some water on your way back?
yeah, now that Clark.
That cup.
Oh, Clark, he was expecting that big raise or that big Christmas bonus.
Yeah, he was.
So he ended up having to just borrow money to get himself to pay for that pool, I think.
Hey, can you tell us how you borrow money against yourself?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Okay. Financial tips with David.
Hey, I think it'd be a good class. I'd be all about it.
And how to borrow money you can't ever spend.
All right, so I guess I'll go with number 4 here. All right, corn pops. Now the
Okay.
reason why I put that in there is because it's just a puff piece of corn with sugar on it,
I
right?
hadn't seen those in a while. They're still making them.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
corn pops.
Corn Bran, that was my favorite cereal. They stopped making
Corn
it. I think.
Bran?
Yeah, stopped making it. I think.
They still make corn flakes though. That's basically what it was.
Yeah.
No, Corn Bran was different.
Oh, was it? What was it?
Well, it
I
was
guess
just these little pieces of big pieces of stuff had air in them. It was all sealed up. Had just nothing in the middle.
Ooh,
Just
that
corn
sounds great.
pieces,
It's
nothing in the
really
middle.
rainy.
That's
Corn
a deep
Bran.
rain out there.
Yeah, that's a thick
Hey,
ring.
corn bran sounds.
Yeah, it was.
I probably would've
It was
been
one
a
of
fan
my
of
favorite
that.
ones. I don't make it anymore. Look it up. Corn Bran.
All right,
Corn
all right. So
Little
here's my number
pieces of
3.
Puffs of corn.
Is going to be Honey Nut Cheerios. That's number
Yeah.
3. Honey Nut Cheerios, and that could be interchanged with multigrain Cheerios because
Okay.
multigrain, they're legit too. Right?
Never had multigrain.
You never
Cheerios.
had those?
Never had.
They're
it.
really good.
Probably should try it, given the fact that I do have issues with cholesterol, and
Multigrain
is a serious way to get that.
Multigrain is delicious.
I wonder if they've ever thought about combining like spinach and Cheerios together for an ultimate cholesterol.
We'll just make a green Cheerio,
Yeah.
man. Let's do it.
Like with some
Sounds delicious.
Yeah. Hey, look, you never know.
Call them
Hey,
Popeyes.
Hey, who makes Cheerios? Is it Kellogg's or is it Post or is it General Mills?
I think that's Kellogg.
General Mills, 100%.
General Mills.
Final
Try
answer.
it out, and when you make it, I want 1% of every box sold.
Yeah, yeah.
By the way, quick flashback to Pops.
Yeah.
Remember they used to come in the bags.
Yes,
full?
the aluminum. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I don't know. There was just something cool about
so
seeing that yellow
nostalgic.
box pulling out that reflective
The
bag.
silver
and
bag.
man.
Do
And
they
it
make
was
those
like-
anymore?
No.
I don't think they use the.
No, they use plastic now.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
clear plastic like every other
Yeah.
cereal maker.
Yeah, that was unique.
That was awesome, dude. God.
Kept the cereal nice and crisp and
Kept
dry.
it dark so it wouldn't get stale or
Yeah.
lose color, and
Yeah.
it sealed really well.
It did.
Yeah.
It was magical just tearing it because it tore open good too. You know, really
Oh yeah,
easy.
it tore open all right. It was right down the side.
Yeah.
All right, so number
Number
two
two.
here. God, I really wish Clint was in here because I don't know if either one of you have ever had this, and maybe you have. I don't know. I don't know if you have Rice Krispie Treat cereal.
Yes, I've
Have you had that?
I've had it. Yes.
So it's basically, Coach, it's just basically Rice Krispies, and they make like you know the Rice Krispie Treats you get at a reunion or something, or like a get together.
Yeah, I think I've had some of that.
And they got little clumps of it in there, and that's delicious.
They're basically like really small Rice Krispie treats that
Yeah.
you eat with milk.
But then,
It's basically still a Rice Krispie treat. They're just tiny.
Yeah, I had some
Yeah,
of
and
those.
they break up and stuff.
Yeah.
I had those. Somebody fixed some like Rice Krispie treats, but they fixed it with that other kind of cereal. It's got all the different colors in it. What's
Oh,
that?
Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fixed it with
Oh,
that.
yeah.
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 They were really good.
Yeah. So that's a 90s cereal. 90s,
Yes.
early 2000s cereal. That's like throwing back to my life, early childhood. Now y'all were what, adolescents when that was around?
Yeah.
That was early
Yeah,
childhood for
that's
me.
when it started, when I was an adolescent young man.
I remember that, and it was. I actually saw a TikTok the other day talking about nostalgic things from the 90s and the early 2000s, and that was one of the things that came
Yeah,
across.
man, the Rice Krispie treats, you can't beat them things now.
Homemade
Throw
Rice
you-
Krispies.
yeah,
All
homemade.
cereal.
When you put some oil dry on there, you got you something right there.
Hey, you know what I just thought about?
At the Purelator 500.
See if you remember this. You probably won't, because I believe that these were discontinued before you became a human. Okay.
Okay.
But PB Max.
I don't remember.
You remember these little candy bars, PB Max?
I don't-
All right, they came in like they were like a square, and it was a chocolate shield, like just loaded down with peanut butter and like peanuts in it. It was unreal good.
PB Max.
PB Max. Yeah, look it up. That was good stuff.
And who made it? Was it like a Hershey's
You just had to, I think it had 2 X's on it.
PB Max?
They didn't go
candy
3
bar?
for I'm sure good reasons, but you know, two
Well,
X's.
yeah.
PB Max. That's a candy
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah, PB Max.
What about
PB
that
Max.
whatchamacallit? They make that
They
anymore?
still
They
make
still
that,
make
yeah.
whatchamacallit. PB Max was a candy bar made in the United States by Mars, launched in 1989. They were made of creamy peanut butter on top of a square-shaped whole grain cookie enrobed in milk chocolate.
They still make it. Is it out there
I
somewhere?
wish.
Let me see here.
What about Toblerone? You ever had one of
I've
them?
had that.
Oh yeah,
That's good.
Toblerone
You don't
was
see
freaking
them
sweet.
around a whole lot.
You know they have.
I mean,
they have cut the
I had
chocolate
some
out of
within the last
Toblerone.
year.
You know how it's divided up into like little triangles that are spaced,
Yeah.
that have spaces
Yeah.
between. They've cut the amount of chocolate that separates each little triangle less and less over the years.
Imagine
So
that.
you're not getting as much chocolate.
Just
as
like
you
every other
used to.
company in America right now.
Trying to cut crap out,
Come
man.
on, folks. Come on, give the people what they
You know-
want.
you know, I
Give
wanna-
them substance.
I want to go ahead and acknowledge it because you've said it multiple times this episode. Say folks again.
Folks.
Say it.
Folks.
Okay, so you're really
Clint got struck by lightning.
you're going hard. Did he get locked out?
Probably so.
Oh, is he out there trying to get in? Has he messaged you?
Do we need to go?
I mean, he's
somebody
been out
need-
there a pretty good
I'll
minute.
go check. Y'all
Okay.
keep going.
You think he fell and hurt himself?
Yeah. Hey, this isn't a bit, by the way. This is real. Like,
Yeah, no bits here. I mean, we're losing half our cast right now.
So it's just me and you.
Yeah,
Do you
I'm
want
cool
to
with
go ahead with the number? Yeah, he has a hard time with the.
We're
fingerprint
gonna
lock
have
on
a
the studio door.
We might need to pause the episode.
No, we can't.
No,
we
we
got to
can't.
fight through.
We got to fight through.
We got to.
Okay.
It's up to you and me. We got to carry
Let's go,
on,
baby.
We got to
All
carry
right.
on. Now look, let's wait. Let's
let's
not
pause the list.
Let's not save. Let's save number one for
Yeah,
them. Let's
yeah,
not
absolutely.
continue. So
Because I got to give Clint the rundown of 4 and 3 and 2 apparently. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
So, do you want to know the ingredients for the ingredients list? If this just tells you how much crap's changed since.
Oh, I'm dying to know this.
Oh, let's see if he can get back in.
For all you people out there, we spent a good 45 seconds waiting on
Yeah,
Coach Murphy a while ago to try to get in. Is that
So
there?
he did get locked out?
Yeah.
Clint got locked out mid-episode.
Yeah, he was
What
just
up? The
standing
door
there.
was propped though.
Exactly. How'd he get? Because the.
He unpropped it.
Not after I come in.
Oh, you
Everybody was
unpropped it?
here.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Coach
Okay.
Devo got it.
Okay.
What up? Where's he at now?
He's going to get the water that I asked him to go get.
He's trying to finish his job, man. He's dedicated.
The number one ingredient in a PB Max,
Hopefully peanut butter.
peanut butter.
Okay, good.
The number 2 ingredient,
Hopefully chocolate.
milk chocolate.
Okay.
The number 3 ingredient,
Cookie.
vegetable oil.
Ugh.
Hey, man, welcome back.
I honestly thought you were going to wait till the episode was over to get
Well, you know, we paused.
Look at all
and
the
we're
raindrops
and
on
we were
him.
like, what's taking old Boyd so long?
Yeah.
Well, were your windows down?
They were.
You been outside running? You look like a sweaty.
Yeah, he was just standing there.
I didn't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
I was in here. I was sitting there knocking on the door at one point. It's like, somebody let me in.
We were like, man, he's been going a long time.
Yeah.
So go ahead, go back through
All
your
right,
list.
all right. So since you've been gone, you
Okay.
heard my number 5,
Since
right?
you've been
Yeah. All right, so you heard Frosted Flakes, right?
Yep.
Did you get corn pops?
No.
All right, corn
Oh,
pops, number 4.
Pops.
Hey,
And
you remember the old aluminum bag, tin
Yes.
bag? Oh, yeah.
Now they're plastic and they're not as fresh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we were saying.
You're right about that. All right, so
We should have been here.
I guess so.
Yeah, man.
All right.
So,
Where'd you go?
so like I walked outside and it's like raining just a little bit, and like as soon as I opened the door to roll the windows up, because it's electric windows, I got to put the key in and everything
Yeah.
else. Like as soon as I open the door, the bottom falls out. I'm, oh my gosh, I gotta go. And then I turned around and looked and said, "Oh man, the door's locked." I guess somebody had moved the.
David did.
Yeah. Anyway, so I ran over there, and all of a sudden, I don't know if y'all heard the wind. It got up a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, this
Oh, yeah.
awning out here doesn't have any bolts in it.
oh,
No.
So
It'll
we're-
lift, dude.
So, yeah,
Really?
well, so it's coming this way, and all of a sudden it started lifting. I go, well, this is the end for Clint.
Yeah.
Awning has no bolts.
Yeah, no bolts, no
It's a
bolts, no
boltless
screws.
awning.
No screws. Anyway, corn pops.
All right, corn pops. All right, number 3,
Huh?
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Okay.
And this is the basic plus sugar, just to remind you after
Right.
your storm fiasco. All right, number 2. This one's going to hit hard for you. I really wanted to hold this one off for you.
Okay.
Rice Krispies Treat cereal.
Okay.
You remember that?
I do
Like,
remember. It.
Ta-da!
I do remember it. Like, it's not my favorite. Like,
No, I mean,
yeah.
it don't have to be your favorite,
Honey Nut
but
Cheerios. I do love Honey Nut Cheerios. Raisin Bran,
Takes
Honey
you
Nut
back.
Cheerios. What about
Little
Captain
bit.
Crunch? You got that on there anywhere?
just hang it.
I
Be
like
patient,
Captain
man.
Crunch.
Yeah, I like Captain Crunch.
That
too.
may
All
be
right,
number
so
3
here's
for
my
me.
number 1 basic plus sugar. All right,
Okay.
and these come in different varieties, but they're so delicious and they keep you full and it's good. Frosted Mini Wheats.
nice.
Frosted. Oh my gosh.
That's why Frosted
Mini
Flakes wasn't number 1 because Frosted Mini Wheats is number 1.
Wheats. I still am gonna take Frosted Flakes over Frosted Mini Wheats, but
Never.
Frosted Mini Wheats.
You know
are
a
so
cereal
good.
I just don't get?
Grape-nuts.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
What is up with
understand
that?
Who eats that?
I know. That's
Tom
just,
Sanders used to.
Are you
He
kidding?
might still.
Warm or cold?
I
Wait,
don't-
warm was a thing.
Yeah, they
Warm-
heat them up.
yeah,
you heat them up, and they soften up. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, warm's
There's
a
a
thing.
cereal that you had to warm up.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. It's an
why
option.
don't you just
could.
eat cream of wheat if you want to warm something?
Or a bag of rocks if you want to eat like grape nuts. Hey,
Yeah, bag of
grape
rocks.
nuts or a bag of rocks? I don't know. They're the
Yeah,
same
what is
thing.
up with those grape nuts? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that was air conditioner. I don't know
Okay.
what that. I thought.
Honey bunches of oats. I love that.
a
Ooh,
good
that's
cereal.
so good.
Yeah, that's some
Yeah.
good stuff. It's got almonds in it.
Yeah, that was also
Almost
almost made the top 5 right
None
there.
of
Which
these are a
honestly
sponsor, by the way.
So that would be mine.
could have easily made top 5. That's delicious
Yeah.
cereal and all its variations too. All right, so we're gonna move on to chocolate cereals. Okay,
All right.
Here we go.
chocolate cereals. All right,
Here
my
we
number 5, Cocoa Krispies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Everybody's
a
got
respectful
got
number
to
5
be,
spot.
'cause everybody wants my Cocoa Krispies.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's a good job, man.
Thank
Remembering
you.
that. You got a good memory.
Eh.
Sometimes. All right, number 4, Cocoa Pebbles.
Oh yeah.
Now we're moving into some
Yeah,
serious
you are.
business.
Jam.
Now you get some serious stuff.
That's
Hey.
that was Nick Wilson's childhood, right
Hey,
there.
that Cocoa Pebbles hits different. I mean, and honestly, like Cocoa Krispies only made the cut because
well,
there's not a
they're
lot
the-
of cocoa cereals out there.
Yeah.
So Cocoa Pebbles Rice Krispies, and another one that's probably going to be on this list that we're going down.
That are your
now.
absolute
That
favorites?
was my rotation.
And also on this list, I had to scratch out, but it was a chocolate toast crunch. You ever had the chocolate?
No,
Yeah.
I've never had it.
Yeah.
Is it
It's
good?
okay. It's okay.
Just okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It leaves like a residue, like a hard to get out residue in your bowls, which is kind of off-putting to me.
That's a
But they're
sign
still
of
delicious.
something that's incredibly processed and probably not good
right.
for you.
Not good for you at all. All right, number 3. All right, Oreo O's.
Ooh, I remember Oreo O's.
They still make them.
They still make 'em?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
They
think we
still-
got some of those at the house right now.
They are
those
so
are
good.
Those are good.
Speaking of the O's, have you ever had the honey O's?
It's on my
Yes.
list too, baby. It's on my list too. You know it.
Hey, anything coated in honey,
Yeah.
like well, never mind. I'm on, it's probably on the list, but yes, honey O's. Honey O's.
Honeycomb.
Those are
I know where
delicious.
you're going.
With a little,
Yeah.
they got the little grain in the middle, or
Yep.
whatever that is, little granola or something right in the middle of the O, and it's just, it hits different. It's got that good smooth taste to it.
It's
Oh
just
my goodness.
but
All right, number 2 on the chocolates. We're going Cocoa Puffs.
Puffs.
Puffs was the
Now,
jam.
Cocoa Puffs was my number
Dang, what's
one.
number one?
Yeah.
I know, right?
I'm
It
just
was my
thinking.
number one. Cocoa Puffs was my number one, but I had to like make room for this one because it's technically a chocolate cereal, Reese's Puffs. Whatever. I don't, you know what? I
Hey,
don't-
it's
your
your
list.
list, dude. We're just
My opinion.
We're just reacting to it. Like,
but like I said, Cocoa Puffs was number one.
see, Cocoa
Cocoa
on my
Puffs are
list,
the jam.
Cocoa Puffs, Cocoa Pebbles.
Yes.
That's
And I'm cool with
that's,
that. You know what? On any given day, I could have those 1 and 2.
That was
I'm
that
cool
was
with
my
it.
third. Was
Hold
Cocoa
on. Do y'all ever
Puffs.
get like to the bottom of the bag and like start mixing cereals?
Oh, dude, I mix cereals from the top, baby.
No. I've
Hey.
never done that.
Hey, 8 times out of 10, I'm mixing cereals when I
Yeah.
make cereal. And I'm on. That's gonna segue me into like an idea I had back. Okay, never mind.
A Franken cereal.
All right, I'll tell you in a minute.
I got you.
All right, Reese's Puffs, whatever. It's delicious. I like the peanut butter aspect, which also like peanut butter crunch.
Quick story, because that's I was
Ooh.
hoping that was not on the list for a specific reason. I made myself sick with peanut butter crunch one time.
Like eating so much of
Like
it,
eating way
Oh,
too
yeah.
much of it, and made myself sick. I
'Cause
can't
it's so
eat it
good.
now. I can't eat it now.
it messed you up.
Yeah.
Man, you must have been really messed up.
All right, so we're moving into the fruity category here.
Well, you know, like
Okay.
the salad bowls that Mama used to have.
Oh,
it was like
dude.
a whole
Yep.
salad bowl
You could
full
dump a
of
whole
cereal.
box. Yes. Go
Yes.
to town on it. I know what you're talking about.
This came from somewhere, folks.
Yeah. Trust me, anybody that
This
knows
is
me
folks
from
just
a
like
young
you
age
do.
up
I don't say folks like that.
knows Mark Sanders and,
Do you
and
pronounce the
mixing
L
bowls
too?
for cereal.
Yeah.
I just don't say it a whole lot, I don't think.
Say folks.
Folks.
See, I guess
How do
I'm
you
the
say
only-
folks?
folks.
Hey,
Folks.
Folk. I
Like
don't.
yolks?
I don't
Folks?
know.
Yolks.
So you just the
I
L
don't,
silent?
I don't pronounce the L. Y'all are going folks.
Folks.
Y'all are saying
Folks.
the L.
But I mean,
don't-
barely.
I say folks.
It's like a tip
What
of
up,
the L.
folks?
All right, folks.
What up, folks? Okay, sorry.
I mean,
Distraction.
I say
Rabbit
folks
hole.
too. I mean, it depends on
It
how
just
fast I'm
sounds
talking.
like
When
when
you're
I
talking
he-
faster, you got to.
When I hear you say it, it sounds like you're giving more L than I'm giving.
Yeah, I think I am.
You know, you're giving a little bit more L.
He is. I mean, I am.
Better
I
than
don't
too
know
much.
why I'm laughing at that. I
All
don't
right.
know how that could be an innuendo, but I guess it is.
All right, Fruities.
That's better than too much D.
Okay.
Fruities. We're going Fruities here. And look, my number 5 on Fruities just kind of came out of nowhere. I had like an epiphany of like this one time I had this really good cereal that was fruity. It was Berry Berry Kicks. Thank you. That's
Never
a
had
classic.
kicks.
Like even the original?
Nope.
We got some at the house right now.
Yeah, it's just,
Kicks are for
it's like
kids.
your basics. It's like your
Yeah,
basic
it wa- it
cereal.
wa-
It's
it's-
nothing in it.
I put that on there because I didn't put it on the basic with
Yeah.
the sugar. All right. Number 4 on the fruity is Captain Crunch Crunch Berries.
Oh yes.
Mm.
Heck yeah, dude.
Get to
Even
the
though
end of the
they're-
list, I got story. I got
Captain Crunch
I got
Berries.
old man story. Keep going.
Even though most of the fruity categories is loaded down with food coloring, you know, it's really not good for you. And I try to just eliminate it from my house because, you know, it's really bad for you people. But anyway. All right.
Red 4.
Red
Terrible.
40.
Red 40. Yellow 5.
Yellow 5, yellow 4. I can make
Blue
Blue
2,
30.
30. Yeah.
green.
230.
Green
A
728.
color and a number. It's bad for you.
Yeah. All right. So number 3, Fruit Loops.
You know,
Classic cereal.
it is a classic cereal, and I used to love it as a kid.
Yeah.
Same.
I
Yeah.
hate it
I
now.
don't hate it. I just don't prefer it.
Yeah. I mean, you just,
I just.
I mean, it's still got that good, you know, classical taste to it. Whatever. All right. Number 2, Apple Jacks.
Love.
I
me
was
some
going to
freaking
ask you
Apple
where
Jacks.
this is going to come in the category at.
Yeah, Apple
Okay.
Jacks for sure. They're delicious. And
So
oh my
good.
gosh, I had this. My mother-in-law, she sent home a couple of boxes of like a variation of Apple Jacks one time.
Really?
She had just picked them up somewhere, sent them with the kids, and it was a caramel Apple Jacks.
Ooh.
Dude, let me tell you
Caramel?
something. It was on
They
my
make
list,
that?
and I scratched it off because I didn't think anybody had ever had it before.
Yeah.
But caramel Apple Jacks are unreal.
Look that up.
good. So good.
I used to love the Apple Jacks commercials. You remember the little guy they would surf in the bowl and stuff? Do y'all know what I'm talking
Got a
about?
little cinnamon stick.
I would have to.
Yeah.
I'd have to see
Oh,
it again.
dude, freaking
That was
entertaining.
new school. It wasn't there when we were there.
Oh, okay.
Just
Well,
like
we're
just
probably
like there were
already-
just like there were 3 Rice Krispie
Yeah.
characters.
Wendell. No, that was Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
That's Cinnamon Toast
Yeah.
All right, no, Snap,
Wendell.
Crackle, and Pop. Snap,
Yeah.
Crackle, and Pop. Yeah.
I
Okay.
think
wait a minute. There's no longer a Snap, Crackle, and Pop?
I don't think so. Maybe
don't-
I'm. Maybe
they
I'm
still put 'em on the box.
Okay, maybe
They're
I'm
still on the
thinking.
box.
Maybe I'm thinking Cinnamon Toast.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch,
Yeah.
like I don't know.
There were 3.
There was 3 on
Yeah.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
There's an old
yeah.
guy,
and then
younger
they just
guy that's
eliminated
kinda-
it down to Wendell.
One.
Yeah.
You can make there's a caramel Apple Jacks bunt cake recipe.
Hook me up, bro.
Dude.
I'm ready, because that stuff is delicious.
Holy crap.
All right, I got to move on to number 1 because we got a lot of lists to go. All right, Fruity Pebbles. Yes, sir. Fruity Pebbles. Hey, number 1. It's got to be
gotta
because even though it gets soggy really quick, and I
It
know that's the
does.
reason why I put Frosted Flakes number 5 a while ago, but there's just something about that first bite of
Yeah.
those Fruity Pebbles that would rock your world, man.
All right. No tricks.
Tricks was number 5
are for
until I
kids.
replaced it with
Okay.
Berry Berry Kicks. It was on there.
Oh, is
Okay.
it Tricks is for kids?
Tricks.
Yeah.
Tricks
I
for
thought,
kids.
what's Kicks for?
Kicks is for
Everybody?
everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think they're
Yeah,
they
cereal
might have
is
like
really- cereal's really
not
good.
just for kids type
Really
thing.
good. I really love cereal. It's so expensive though.
It is. It's gotten bad.
Like, but I don't ever eat it a whole lot because of all the.
Fruity Pebbles,
Carbs stuff.
I could never
Let's be negative about it.
I could never get
Buzzkill.
into.
This is
it's an
Buzzkill or
Auburn
Fruity.
thing. It's
It
an
is.
Auburn thing.
You can eat it
Beagles.
any time. Breakfast, lunch, supper.
I would. I
Dessert.
would eat it all.
Yeah.
I'm just more of a chocolate guy when it comes to cereal. Chocolate or plain. The fruity cereals I was never really into. Captain Crunch was really berry. That
Yeah,
was
Crunch
the
berries.
only one
Yeah.
that I.
So 2 things before we move off of it. Number 1, Crunch Berries. Captain Crunch Crunch Berries. Love Crunch Berries. Loved them growing up. All the artificial stuff nowadays turns my poop green. Can't stand that. So I
Yeah.
had to just get the regular old Captain Crunch.
Have you ever had
just rips
all
off the
berries.
roof of your
All
mouth.
berries.
Oops, all berries.
all berries?
Yeah.
All berries. Oh my god.
That's good.
That's
Hey,
bad
but,
for
That's
the-
like a
but
bad-
my
that's
only
bad,
super bad
complaint
soup.
Yeah.
about my only complaint about just Captain Crunch.
roof of your mouth.
You
Yeah.
will shred
Yeah,
the
shred you
roof
up.
of your mouth.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's gone.
Yeah, it's like one
100%.
bowl and
So
done.
raw, man.
Yeah, it's one
Ugh.
bowl and done.
And that's the only reason it didn't make the top 5 on the basic plus sugar.
And well, there you go. And here's the thing too. Do y'all remember just a few years ago when they decided they were going to remove all of the artificial food coloring from all of these fruity cereals, and like everything coming out like a brownish color? Like Trix did it kind of first, and they got rid of the shapes.
Yeah, yeah.
And then went everything to like the
Yeah,
little puff
I remember
balls.
that, yeah.
And then like everything's like a brownish color. Like, oh, this is great.
And then
but
they
it's
started
kinda
not
like
making as much money. They're like,
Yeah.
hey,
And it's like, let's go back to the old
hey,
stuff.
let's make them bright and fun for everybody.
Yeah.
Kill them.
Give them. Well, I can't say that.
All right. All right, last category.
All
I
right.
call this category the sweet goodness category. Sweet goodness. All right. My number 5, I split it between 2, and it was peanut butter crunch and cinnamon toast crunch churros.
Yes, dude.
You ever had those churros?
Yes.
Ooh, boy. Those things hit
but
different.
not just standard cinnamon toast crunch.
Well, I'm on number 5. Can you be patient with me, man? All right. All right.
Okay.
All right, number 4, Golden Grams. I love me some Golden Grams.
Never had Golden Grams.
I love some Golden
They're
Grams.
they're okay. They're not my favorite.
Hey, never mind. I just thought of something. Go ahead.
All right.
I got to tell you at the end of this.
J Ray.
Number 3,
J Ray.
Number 3, Waffle Crisp cereal.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. And the only place I can find them nowadays is like Dollar General.
I didn't know they still had them.
Dude,
Wait, what'd you
Dollar
say?
General.
Waffle crisp.
Waffle. They sell them in a bag.
Yes,
Sell
Waffle
them in a
Crisp.
bag at Waffle.
Okay.
Dollar General. Yeah, it's excellent. I love the fact that you can literally open up the box on one side of the kitchen and you can smell it on the other and it just hits you. It's like, who's making pancakes or waffles? You know, where's the syrup? All right. Number 2, Lucky Charms.
Magically delicious.
Magically.
I used to pick out all the marshmallows.
And not eat them?
No, and eat them.
Eat 'em at once?
Eat them only.
I would,
only
yeah,
only
I would.
Oh,
that's
you
no
didn't
such
eat the
thing.
cereal. You ate the
Yeah.
marshmallow.
I mean, I
Okay.
eat
They
it
got-
all.
They
don't
got
get me
real
wrong.
smart and they started selling versions that had like extra marshmallows in it.
I just saw a commercial the other day. It's a
He's looking at himself.
reveal the magic dragon or something.
Yeah,
it's
I
in
saw
you.
You
that.
see
It's
that?
in
You
this
know what I'm
one.
talking about?
That's
Yeah.
not. That's
let's,
real. It's
let's
not
make a marshmallow that when it gets wet, it changes into something else.
Yeah.
That's gonna get the kids' attention. Let's do
Yeah.
that. All right, number 1, cinnamon toast crunch, of course.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's
So you had 2 versions of cinnamon toast, or 3 technically, on this one list.
yeah, I did. Well, on all the lists, 3 versions. all right. So I got to give my respected honorable mentions here. Okay, honeycomb.
Oh,
I like that. I love that.
Yeah, that's
that
good stuff.
stuff's good, man.
Honey smacks.
Oh, yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
did.
Hey, let's go.
Let's
Hey, that stuff's
That's the one with
legit.
the frog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
frog.
Yeah, I like it.
Dig 'em the frog.
They still make that?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's one of those that used to be in the aluminum foil bag too. I don't know if it is anymore.
It did. Yeah.
Did y'all ever have like?
But that's one of those things. Once you open it, you better eat it because it'll go
Yeah,
stale.
it does get
Same with
stale.
pops.
Real fast.
They'll go
Yeah.
stale real quick.
Did your parents ever buy like the mini cereal boxes, like the variety pack?
No.
Absolutely. Yes.
no,
Oh,
I
absolutely.
used to love
no,
it.
because I had to have 2 of them.
No, I wouldn't actually eat them. Those I would carry and eat them like chips. I'd eat them dry.
I mean, we would do
Yeah,
it, but I still had to have 2 of
assortment
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They still
Now-
make that too?
I don't.
They still
I
have them?
hadn't seen
It was
them in a
like
while.
It's usually
it was
little bowl
frosted,
things.
frosted flakes, pops. What else? Lucky
No, I'm talking
Oh,
about
so
the
they don't make the
boxes.
boxes
That's
anymore?
what I'm talking about,
Because
the
you
mini
could you could
boxes.
pour milk in
I know
the
what you're
boxes.
talking
You could
about.
open up the box.
It was a
and pour it in
long
there.
rectangular
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was 2x2.
blister pack.
And then
Assortment
it was
pack.
it was an assortment
Assortment pack,
pack
yeah.
of all the different cereals from like Kellogg's. Or
Yeah, I don't know if they
Post.
do that
Yes.
anymore. I'm saying they do the bowls now. I
That-
know,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I don't
they
know
sell
if
them by
they
the
do
bowl
that.
now.
Yeah, that way you just
Like
pour
the
milk
like the
in.
Velveeta macaroni and cheese, same type
Yeah.
of bowl, except you don't microwave. You just open it and pour
Yeah.
the milk in and eat it. Yeah.
And my last 2 honorable mentions, that was Captain Crunch I put on there, and the Honey O's we talked about earlier. So there you go. That's my list.
The only thing missing off your list that I would have liked to have seen on there, me personally, would have been apple cinnamon Cheerios.
I thought about those,
I do
but I
like
haven't
them.
had them in so long. I used to love those
Yeah.
things. Those are really good.
Like if I was going to get Cheerios, it's going to be honey nut or apple cinnamon.
Those apple cinnamons hit different.
They
They're
do.
good.
They do.
Delicious.
It's like old man Apple Jacks, basically.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like eating cereal. I eat some on Saturday morning sometime.
Boy, Saturdays for you are just
Saturday
down
morning.
with some carbs and sugar.
And then oatmeal. I like eating oatmeal too on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Favorite oatmeal? Cinnamon. Cinnamon and what's maple?
Maple brown sugar.
Maple brown sugar. and cinnamon.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my favorite.
Strawberries and cream all day. I love strawberries
Yo,
and cream.
That's
man.
good too.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Not a peaches and cream guy though.
No, me either. But that's
So-
strawberries and cream.
Are you? Where are you at on peaches in general?
I don't eat them much. But I like. But here's the thing:
I'm
if you
okay
give me
with
one
it.
of those little candies that are peach flavored, I love them.
Yeah.
But I can't just sit there and eat peaches.
I see. I'm the opposite.
We
I'm
used
not
to-
a big peach flavored guy.
I think
but
most
I'll eat
people
peaches
are
all
like
day.
that.
We had a peach
day.
tree growing up, and just I mean, there's a recurring theme here. I made myself sick eating too many peaches one time, and I can't eat peaches anymore.
Daggum, dude.
Good grief.
It didn't happen overnight, okay?
Yeah. This has been a long process. All right, I'm done with my list, fellas. Y'all take the stage.
So I feel like looking at the time, we can either go and the other 3 of us can go, and this be like a 2.5 hour episode, or one of us can go, and then the next episode the other 2 can go. So it just depends on how long you want to make this episode.
I'm here till
let's,
you.
let's complete the task.
Yeah, there's nothing I
I
have to
can
do.
run
It's
through
raining
this in
now.
2 seconds.
All right, what you got?
I just did podcasts 'cause I didn't really know what was going on.
Okay.
So these are the podcasts that I listen to.
Okay.
Glorious Racing Stories with Rick Houston, White Knuckle, God-Fearing, Spun Out, and Half Turned Over. They're real short, and I really love listening to them, but they don't make them anymore. They're not doing it. All right, The Professional Noticer, Andy Andrews. I listen to that a lot. Body Bags with Joseph Scott Morgan. I've been listening to that a lot right here lately because of the serial killer that they've called him and having episodes on that. And that guy teaches at Jacksonville State University.
Cool. I'm going to check that out.
The Cold War, What We Saw. I need to finish that. I've been listening to that some. The Scene Vault podcast. That's a NASCAR podcast. Listen to that pretty good. The Sneak. I think they're supposed to be coming out with a new one. I've listened to 2 seasons of that. Dale Jr. Download. I think that's really good. Fresh Bread with Harry Readers. Real short devotionals in the morning. I listen to that. Ham and Spam Retro Review. I know y'all not doing that right now. You're on a hiatus, I think.
Yeah.
But I probably listen to a lot more of those than I have anything else other than Talk or Go Home.
Really?
Yeah. I told you, but I didn't really understand a lot of it. But let's come in. And then Talk or Go Home is number 1. So there's 10.
There you go.
There's a lot of
job, Coach.
there's a lot of fans of Ham and Spam that I get questions every now and then. Huffstutler's another fan. He asks me all the time when y'all are gonna come back. So I know what the problem is.
Pending.
I know who the problem is. So
Well, part of the problem is too, like we're getting ready to go in the midst of football season, and I'm not going to have time.
Well, I didn't mean for you to get into any kind of problems or anything like Brooks and Dunn or anything like that.
No. It's just it's a scheduling thing.
So
more than anything.
who's Kicks? And who's Ronnie?
Well, I'm still doing this one, so
You're still touring?
You're
I'm
still
touring.
so
I guess I'm Ronnie.
So you're Ronnie Dunn, and Hammy's Kicks Brooks.
Yeah. He's
There we
playing
go.
Zelda somewhere.
Yeah, he's off.
Only in America.
By the way, great first name,
Zelda?
Kicks.
Oh,
great
cereal.
first name. Go ahead
great cereal.
with your list.
All right, so full disclosure, because that's my favorite.
Yeah,
thing to
give
say.
context.
So we have a group text. All right, so we have a group text, and then we brought on Mark. Well, Mark is an Android guy. So because it pissed him off, Wilson said, "You know what? We're gonna move this group text to Telegram." Great. Well, I don't check my Telegram because it doesn't give me the notifications like my text messages do.
Which
So-
we can fix that. That's okay.
well, we can fix that, but. So I didn't get the memo until I got here. But thankfully,
he walked in the studio and was like, what we doing today, guys? And Mark's like, do you not read Telegram?
yeah,
And you're like, no.
yeah. So anyway, so you kind of gave me an idea like what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Like last night when you were at the house, before you went to bed on the trundle, and
Dude, I left your house at 9:30.
well, they didn't know that until you just said it.
I thought it was funny.
I slept in and I got some great sleep.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So anyway, I kind of had an idea what we're going to do if this was the direction we were going to go.
Yeah.
So I do have something thrown together. So I'm going to do this a little different. I'm going to do this kind of in tiers. So you always hear like, oh, this is a D, this is a C, this is an A, this is an S, like meaning the very best of all the best. So I'm going to do this in tiers of
TIERS.
is it E
Or just start crying, and you can have the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I thought you meant you were going to cry while you did this.
I might. Some of this is pretty good. So, my two favorite rock bands of all. I'm turning to look at y'all, not looking at the camera. Sorry. My two favorite rock bands of all time are Weezer and the Foo Fighters. Well, we kind of touched on Foo Fighters the other day, so I said, I'm going to give Weezer some love.
Okay.
So I'm going to tier the different Weezer albums. We're going to go from the worst up to the best. So some of these you will know. Some of these. Well, the rest of these I'll know because
some lady when some older lady driving down the interstate with her husband is going to be like, Harold, what's a Weezer?
I thought about ranking concerts.
You should have done that.
I thought
That
about
would've been
doing
good.
that. It took me too long to get all
Foo
that
Fighters.
Right.
Foo Fighters.
All right, so down toward the bottom. Now, honestly, nostalgia is going to play a little bit into this. So just like with anybody else, newer stuff probably doesn't reconcile as much with people. So honestly, their latest album is called OK Human. Not a big fan of it. It's just kind of okay. A couple of songs. Yeah, it's just okay. Ratitude is another one. Again, kind of had one maybe kind of catchy song. And that was about it. And then they had one called Hurley, which was kind of a neat album because it had Hurley from Lost on it. That's pretty cool. That's literally why they named it that. Hugo. But basically, those had kind of some underground playing hits, but nothing like kind of mainstream. So I'm gonna kind of put that in that D category. I'm going to put the next three in that C category. I do like these albums, but they don't really hit as well as the other ones in the list here. So Weezer is really notorious for putting out colors of albums. Yeah. And this is the first on the list going from lowest to highest. The Black Album, little different sound for them, so it's not really on my list. They have a White Album, which is very Beach Boys-ish. Talks a lot, about California and being on the beach and things like this. It's got a very surfy feel to it. And then Pacific Daydream. Pacific Daydream's probably got one of my favorite Weezer songs of all time, called Mexican Fender. So if you've got access to that, I'm assuming you do. If you're listening to this on Spotify, go check that out. My B tier. The first one on my B tier is going to be the Teal album, and the Teal album is their cover song album. So this is where they covered.
This is my favorite.
This is where they covered
album.
Africa. They covered Billie Jean.
Yeah.
It's
They
so good.
Yeah, they covered a lot of different stuff. No Scrubs by TLC. They covered it. So a lot of good stuff there. And then it's funny we go into the we'll do that because the next one's going to be the A tier. So those 3, 4 there. Then the next one here is going to be the A tier. So the A tier, people are going to really kind of get more into these because they had a few more hits off of them. Make Believe had a couple of hits off of it. Beverly Hills, the song Beverly Hills that came from the Make Believe album. And then so I kind of ranked these side by side. It was the Green album and Maladroit. So the Green album was the one that had Hash Pipe, Island in the Sun, some of the ones that you see on your TikToks and stuff that people post. And then Maladroit had personally some of the ones that Hammy and I like pretty well. Dope Nose was one of them. Keep Fishing was another one. Keep Fishing has a music video with the Muppets, so if you get a chance to watch that, that's pretty cool. And then the last one on the A tier is going to be the Red album. The Red album is one that had Pork and Beans on it. Had a couple of others. It's kind of their return to form, so to speak, because like bands do, they try to go back and forth with sounds, and it doesn't really hit very well, so they kind of return more to form. I missed it. And then my S tier. So Wilbur, Weezer has.
Is that Satisfactory?
Yeah, well, S tier is like best of the best.
Super
These are their 3 best albums that they've had.
Super.
Thank you. So the first one is Everything Will Be All Right in the End. It was released in 2014. This was Weezer's return to form. So not often does a band get to catch lightning in a bottle when it comes to best albums. But this one right here is a return to form that is 100% Weezer form. Great album. Maze and I, we have a song on there. It's one of the first songs he ever learned, so it's kind of special to me on that part. Oh, you didn't get it. Dang it. The next 2 that are in the S tier are their first 2 albums. So you talk about catching lightning in a bottle. Not often do you get to catch lightning in a bottle with your first 2 albums, but these guys absolutely did it. So Pinkerton was their second album. It was released in '96. Had the Sweater song on it. Had a couple of others on there. This album was one of those that kind of gets established as being the kickoff to the emo movement, kinda. It wasn't real hot whenever it come out in '96, but once it kind of got rediscovered, it's fast became one of their best 2. And of course, that leaves the one and only Blue album, their first album from '94. Buddy Holly, Say It Ain't So.
Yeah.
Buddy Holly.
Great song.
Say It Ain't So.
Great song.
Probably my favorite by them.
Man, I should have ranked Alabama albums.
You should have.
You should have.
Well, this Weezer, I've never heard of them before. You ever seen them in concert?
I have not.
Are
Unfortunately,
they still touring?
They are still touring. They're actually getting ready to do a big concert event with the Foo Fighters.
So is it the same
You need to go to
lineup?
that.
I do. I'm not
your
going to
two faves.
California.
Is Weezer the same lineup that they've always been? Is it the same people?
Yes.
So they're
One of
fixing to go on tour with Foo Fighters.
Well, it's just a big concert gather, kind of like City Stages years ago.
Where is it? California?
It's out in California.
So they're not going to come around here.
No, they're not touring together.
Didn't Rivers Cuomo, didn't he graduate from Harvard?
He did.
Yeah.
He did. So they did the
That's the
Blue
lead
album
singer,
in
by the way.
'94. They come out with the Pinkerton album, and then he went to Harvard, and then that's when the Green album came out. So that hiatus in between, they didn't know if they were going to come back together, but that hiatus in between was him going to Harvard.
I wonder what he was doing in his college days.
Well,
To name it
That's
green.
what they were known as on the
to
hiatus,
name
right?
to name it Green and have a song called Hash Pipe. I wonder.
Yeah, I wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they were known as, right?
Do you remember the Steve Gregerson band performing
nobody knows
Hash
me.
Pipe out here?
They probably did it at my wedding.
I don't know if they did that one. I know they did it here at the
Hash pipe.
talent
I
show,
was
but
at the wedding. I
they
think they
couldn't
did.
say hash pipe. They had to say bagpipe. Mr. Whaley
Yeah, Whaley.
made them do bagpipe. So you can't say hash pipe. You got to say bagpipe. So
No, so that was a Weezer song.
it was a Weezer song.
Yeah, I never heard
I
of them.
got my bagpipe.
It's kinda unbelievable. I never heard of them.
No, they're one of the most popular bands from the '90s,
Yeah.
early 2000s.
Yeah.
They're,
If
that-
you
they're-
heard some
Well,
of their
it's just like
songs,
people on the news right now that you watch the news, and a lot of them on there never heard of Jason Aldean. I can't.
yeah,
They don't know who he is.
Yeah. Goat Punishment was their name they used during the hiatus from '98 to 2000.
Goat punishment.
Goat Punishment. So that was their alternate alias name.
Okay. Cool.
So that was when Rivers went to Harvard, formed like a side project band up there they rotated some musicians
Right.
from around Boston through, and I think Patrick Wilson would go up there sometimes and play with him. But I think
I
they
did not know that.
Yeah, it was like a
Well, I know Foxborough Hot Tubs was Green Day, basically.
Yep.
And then, of course, Blink-182, they've had some 44.
I heard of them.
Boxcar Racer, they've been a couple of different projects, but the same guys, basically. Just a different sound. But, yeah, if you're going to check out Weezer, David, check out the Blue Album, check out Pinkerton, and check out Everything Will Be All Right in the End.
Well, if they come to that place we went to, we'll go see them.
Oh, Avondale.
Yeah, we'll go see them.
Yeah.
If
That'd
they
be
come to
great.
Birmingham, I'll come. Because I unfortunately miss Foo Fighters.
Chair. Oh,
didn't get it.
this fly keeps harassing
flies.
us while we're.
Terrible.
Yeah.
So I ranked pizza chains.
So the whole pizza chain.
Pizza
It's
chains.
not just the menu.
I was going to do the menu.
That's
so
hard.
I did do the
It's
menu.
hard.
That
the
is
current
hard.
menu. And he said it'd probably be more interesting if I did pizza chains.
I agree.
So I did pizza chains. So and my thought process, there was a lot that went into the criteria of how I used to rank this.
All right.
All of its personal experience.
All right, define a chain.
So that was one thing I was going to set up. A chain is what I consider a chain is they have to have a large regional footprint, not a national footprint, but a large regional footprint that includes franchisees, a franchisee program.
Okay.
And so all of these fit that bill. To some extent.
Let's hear it.
To some extent, okay. So my number 10.
10.
Number
Wow.
10.
There's 10 at least regional pizza chains.
Let's give the man a
Well,
chance.
I mean, most of them are national.
I didn't know there was that many. Though.
Most of them are
Okay.
national. Most of these on
I
this
was gonna
list
say
are
at least
national.
I can see
regional.
it.
though.
I can see it.
Really, 2 to 3 of these aren't national.
You know what you
so-
should have done was like include like frozen pizza people.
Ooh.
Or some of those
Well,
that are really good.
That's a different
Well,
category.
yeah, it is.
He'll have to do
Subcategory.
10
Hold
different
on.
categories.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
you're right.
Does Papa Murphy's fall into this?
Papa Murphy's would compete more with DiGiorno. I think Papa
Okay.
Murphy's is more of a frozen.
I don't disagree.
They're high end frozen, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider them a pizza
For the
chain.
price of takeout.
Yeah.
That you have to go home and cook yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
right.
Genius business model.
Genius.
That guy, Papa Murphy.
Papa Murphy, you're a stud.
Yeah, good job, Papa Murphy.
business.
Not Murphree, Murphy. So my number 10 is Hungry Howie's. Have
Okay.
y'all had
Yes,
had
we've
Hungry
had it
Howie's?
at the beach.
Hungry Howie's to me, every time I've had Hungry Howie's, it's been okay.
Never heard of it.
The experience, like
either.
the color palette of their branding is very
Yeah.
The quality is very but there's something about just all the products they make. None of them are terrible,
Yeah.
but none of them are great.
Where do you have
either.
to go to get this Hungry Howie's?
The one that I always ate at was, of course, when I was in college at Auburn. But then there is one.
Let's go get some Hungry Howie's and go to the Weezer show.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, on Hungry Howie's.
All right, bruh.
Let's do it,
I
man.
think they're more known. I don't know if they're more known for their subs, but I've seen a lot more people consume their subs than their pizza.
Well, they got a flavored crust. That's kind of a
Yeah.
big thing. And like I
Yeah.
said, it's a big beach thing, like that area.
Imagine something flavorless and bland coming out of Auburn. I'm sorry.
It's a chain. It's a chain.
flavorless
It didn't
and bland.
originate in Auburn. They just
Is
have
this the Nick you like?
Yeah,
Salty Nick?
this is in there. I like
All right, Hungry Howie's. What's the next one?
it. Moving on.
Pieology.
I never heard of
So
that.
I've heard of that.
I've heard of
Pieology
it.
slightly. It is technically a chain. It is
Don't they have
slightly
one at the
bougie.
Summit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It is slightly bougie, but there is a fast food component to it. So, Pieology is good. It's very expensive. My experience with it is you get the product
Wait
is
a minute
high
when he gets
end,
to
the
Domino's.
experience, the customer service is fast food-esque.
Yeah.
So that's why it sits at number 10. Number 8, something we're all familiar with, Hunt Brothers.
Okay. Okay.
Hunt Brothers Pizza.
Gas station pizza.
And buddy, is it consistent? And
Boy,
is
it
good?
hits.
It
It
is.
hits when you
It
need
does.
it.
Yes, dude,
When you're
and it
hungry.
is good. Like it's not like that wasn't that great. Like it's consistently good.
It's good. It really is.
When you're craving it when you want it.
Yeah.
When you go after it.
That ready to go pizza It hits when you need it to.
If it's just there,
when you're
and you just
mowing,
gotta
and you go
eat
to
it,
the store, and you're like, man, I'm gonna get me a drink, and hey, let me get one of these.
let me get a slice
There you go.
or a whole pizza.
Well, it takes too long for that. I just get 2 slices.
I just get
I never had
4
that
slices.
Hunt Brothers.
4 slices.
Bull crap.
No, I never had it.
What?
That's the Shell
Never-
station down here, right?
Yeah,
It's
Yeah, I never
all
had
over
it.
the place.
and you can get the only pizza place that was anywhere near us growing up in the valley and still was Hunt Brothers out of Sam's in Raglan. And so on game days, when I was a Bama fan, and everybody would come over to our house and we'd watch Alabama football, we'd get like 2 or 3 massive Hunt Brothers. We'd call ahead and order. Somebody would make the 15-minute trip to Raglan.
To the
pick it
convenience store.
Yeah.
Sam's and Raglan.
Well, it's a
yeah.
grocery
Okay.
store.
It's the closest one.
Yeah.
And it's got a deli.
So they
in
don't.
it.
It's got
Does
a deli
Hunt
in it,
Brothers?
yeah.
They don't have like a sit-down restaurant
No.
you can go anywhere.
No.
Anywhere?
No.
No.
I wonder why not.
Yeah.
Everything,
If they did, buddy, would I be a
everything,
fan?
everything with them, it's a
It's in something else.
yeah, it's in mostly convenience
They
stores.
have a very parasitic.
Is that what about Godfathers?
model.
Are they kind of like that too? Are they
I think
in
Godfather's
places,
has
or do they have their own
a few stores, but they've expanded into locations in other.
Because I haven't had that
venues.
either. I've been meaning to go get some of that, but I hadn't had that either.
So number 7, Sbarro's. Mall pizza, baby.
Grease buckets.
Got the flat grease buckets, but buddy, is it satisfying and is it good?
It is.
And I mean, you can get like a massive slice that's the size of your face.
Their
for,
crust is
you
too
know,
thick.
$2.
Is it that one
you
I'm
mean
thinking
the
about?
In crust, not the underneath.
No, undercrust is thin. The
backside.
holding crust.
Yeah, the backside
Yeah,
is too thick.
they got that thick end on them.
Yeah, the thick end. Yeah.
I like that thick end.
And you know what's insane is
Backside,
like
thick.
me being the
No
ignorant
such thing.
idiot from Alabama,
No
looking at
stuff in it.
looking at Sbarro's color scheme. I always thought, because the local Sbarro's Mexicans always worked it, so I always thought it was a Mexican pizza joint because of the color profile.
No,
No,
that's
it is a New York pizza chain from New York, based out of New York,
Started by Italians.
started by Italians. So that's just
Sbarro's
Imagine
sounds
Italians starting a
to me.
pizza joint.
What in the world is this
Yeah.
coming to?
yeah. I'm a 7-year-old kid that's never been to New York from Alabama.
Walk
What
in
else am I
here,
supposed
watch
to-
out.
What else am I supposed to think?
Oh, you're in New York.
No, I was in the mall in Gadsden, Alabama.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, they don't have a Sbarro's.
I'm like, this is.
in
They did.
They did.
They did. They took it out.
Oh,
When he
okay.
was 7, they did.
Yeah,
Okay.
buddy, that was the peak. Ooh.
I remember.
So before we move off that, because I will forget,
Mm-hmm.
the pizza place that is there now that's got the couple of Asian
Todino's.
guys there, yeah, that's some
What
good
is it?
stuff.
Todino's. They've been a staple of the mall for decades.
Yeah,
Todino's
Todino's Pizza. Mm-hmm.
in the mall.
yeah,
Yeah.
a couple of Asian guys have been there for years running it. You just go up there and get some cheese pizza or a pepperoni, and they got those stuffed pizzas. Stuffed pizzas. Are
Yeah, the
good.
stuffed pizzas are good.
Oh,
You know,
the
they
one
used to
with
have one of those in Asheville, where the old at the Texaco, where the Taco
Yes.
Bell used to be.
Yep.
And then they I guess they didn't make enough money at it, and
Yeah.
they moved it out.
I mean, can you believe we had a
Taco Bell
pizza
pizza place.
It was a high-end barbecue
That
joint out
place
there
on
for a
the-
while.
the-
Pasquale's.
Pasquale's? Can you believe we had a Pasquale's on
Yeah.
the
Boy,
square?
howdy do I wish it was still there.
On the square?
Where's the
It
only
broke my heart when that left.
Yeah, the only Pasquale's I know of is in
Boaz.
Albertville. Boaz now.
Where?
Bell.
Hey,
Where?
do you remember?
Albert Val?
Well, I'm saying Albertville, and then Dummy over here starting with Boaz. I'm like,
You know, the Golden Rule had a takeout place over at the gas station too, didn't it?
Yeah, and then it changed to a Sneaky Pete's. Not a Sneaky Links, but a Sneaky Pete's.
Coach, do you remember when the Asheville Bulldog football team used to eat pregame meal at Pasquale's?
Yeah.
It's good days. When I was
so
a
that
manager,
had two different places. So one was right there, kind of where the tanning bed or whatever, that right there on the Union State side, and then one's where the library used to be.
library.
Yeah,
Library is
that's the
Pasquale's.
original
Yeah.
Pasquale's right there.
Yeah.
Where the
Hey,
library is at. And
I think I held
Or
the
was.
Pasquale's record when I was a manager. Like the team was urging me on, let's see how many pieces I could eat, and they were keeping up with it. It was like 40 something.
What? What the
Well, they
crap?
were small.
They were you know,
Like
they would
12.
cut their pizzas into like
Oh,
squares.
you're talking about their buffet pizza.
Yes.
That was like the pieces, no joke, like at the end.
Yeah, but
the
I ate
crust was
40
like
of
that
them.
wide. Still, though,
Something,
that's like
40
20
something.
regular pieces of pizza.
Probably
25
like
regular
12.
pieces of
Probably
pizza.
12.
there's still Pasquale's up Albertville. Albert Val, right?
Val.
Is that what you said?
Boaz.
Boaz.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that butter they put on that garlic bread. Oh my goodness. My favorite thing to eat there was a meatball. Or no, a cheeseburger hoagie. they would put like this big old slab of beef on there and like put like a bunch of cheese and meat sauce and
Carrie made
on
those
that buttered bun.
Cheeseburger tacos.
No, remember when Carrie made those ham and cheese hoagies, the Pasquale style?
Yeah.
And she got the garlic butter,
yeah.
and I threw it away
Yeah.
thinking it was.
You should have used
mashed
that for you.
potatoes.
Should have used it for your chiggers.
Chicken
With a
remedy right there.
CH. With a CH.
All right, number 6. Pizza. What is it?
Little Caesars.
Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Pizza.
That place has made a resurgence in the past decade or so.
Hey, that new one they got.
Because there used to be
different.
one right there at the 77 Crossroads. Well, it closed down.
Yeah.
And then there wasn't anything forever. Then all of a sudden the $5 pizza came in and they put it
Put
back in there.
Yeah, but in the middle instead
I
of on the
remember
end.
seeing
Yeah.
those commercials for that $5 pizza.
The Little Caesar guy.
And I could feel my mouth watering in front
Yeah.
of the television screen. And I can remember the first time I ever had one of those $5
And it's pretty
pizzas.
decent too.
Didn't
And
I-
I was like, man, this is very average, but for $5,
Yeah, you can't beat it.
absolutely, dude.
They always got the guy out there on the road.
Now they're
twirling the
$6.99.
sign.
Yeah.
Now they're $6.99 due to inflation.
Yeah, thanks, inflation.
Thanks, current administration. Anyway,
Thanks, Biden.
hey, before we move on from Little Caesars, and I might have talked about this before, but they've come out with a better pizza that's $1 more.
Yeah. You mentioned that last episode,
Dude,
I think.
it's so much better.
Yeah.
You got to get them. Just go straight to that one. Skip the hot and
the
ready.
low tier.
Yeah, and go the $1 more, and it's bigger and better.
But that's the thing. For $5, you didn't have to wait.
No, you just walk
It
in
was
there and
hot
get it.
and ready. It wasn't just hot. It was also ready.
I tell you what else is
Yeah.
good is their deep dish lunch combo.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness,
Pretty good.
That deep dish
You would
they
hammer
got's
down on
unreal.
that, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
You didn't make yourself sick on that, did you?
Not yet.
$5.99 for
Not
4
yet.
pieces of deep dish and a drink.
Well, yeah.
That's a good deal,
Why would you not?
dude. It's delicious.
That's the thing.
I think it's
about Little
$5.50
Caesars.
now.
So look, they had
Well,
all
$5.99
kinds of
now.
deals, man. Like, and they knew how to market to like bachelors or
And
folk that
broke
enjoyed eating
people?
a lot.
Man, those the crazy
Individuals.
bread too. Like you can't get any better than their crazy bread. Like I like some breadsticks, but their crazy bread is good.
and their cheese bread.
Yeah, their Italian cheesy bread.
Mm-hmm.
That's my go-to if they don't have
Number
the deep dish.
Godfather's Pizza. Godfather's
Never
Pizza.
had it.
Incredible.
Yeah, I hadn't had that.
Right down here at the Loves and Steel.
Yeah.
Go get. They got pizza slices ready, or you can go get a whole pizza. Great prices. Really good. The pepperoni's nice and crispy.
Ask for Oscar.
Yeah, Oscar will hook. Well, he's not working there anymore.
Oh, never mind.
But
Sorry, Oscar.
so good.
Sorry,
I'm
Oscar, we
a
gotta
big
let you go.
I'm a big crispy guy. Ooh.
I'm going to go over and eat one night and just
Yeah,
watch
I like
the
crispy
trucks.
pizza.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
It's good. It's good stuff.
That'd be good. That'd be good entertainment.
It'd be like a lot lizard.
Knock on the door.
I got some
Housekeeping.
I got some pizza for you. I got some hamburger pizza.
Housekeeping.
It's good meat.
You want bed for your pillow?
Number 4. Number 4.
What kind of place is this?
What kind of hotel is this?
Number 4. Papa John's.
Okay.
Better
Yeah.
ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. The only reason Papa John's isn't higher, their garlic sauce and their little peppercini thing make the experience. But back in the day, they've cut back on it a little bit. But to me, they just put way too much sauce. And it was like it was so sauce heavy. That's
Well,
all I tasted.
I think the problem with their pizza is, and I love Papa John's pizza, but when I eat it, I get
it was
heartburn
good.
every time because
Really?
it's sweeter. Their pizza is
and-
sweeter.
and that's the thing. The sauce was sweet too, so it
It's
was just
sweeter.
I don't know. You have to have a specific flavor profile tendency, whatever you want to call it, for that. And I don't know. I've always been not anti Papa John's, but it's just I've struggled for it to be as great as everybody else thinks that it is in my mind.
And let me tell you, like, people, it will put the weight on you. Because when I was working at Verizon, there was a Papa John's right down the, like 30 yards from it, 20 yards. And they would give, like, our employees, because we'd get there a lot, get their stuff a lot, half off everything.
Daggone.
So it doesn't matter if it was a $5 thing of breadsticks, you get $2.50.
Oh, yeah.
And that cost me a lot of trouble.
I'd have been on up there and wait if that was
Yes,
the
sir.
case.
So we used to be a Pizza Hut family because it was closer, and then the Papa John's come in. So we changed to a Papa John's family when I was older, and we just kind of stuck there. So like usually if we go get pizza, we're gonna get Papa John's. Now we'll venture out and get
Still
some
good.
others sometimes, but
Still good.
Yeah. Papa John's was always my mom's go-to. but it was just. I mean, she liked it.
They're good.
Hey, don't they have like a little cinnamon pie, like a dessert that's like a? Did they don't have that no more? They used to have this cinnamon pizza thing that they would put this,
I love
the
pizza.
icing on top of it. It was unreal.
Especially on a Saturday.
I'm a big pizza guy. I might go
get
get
a whole
pizza
one,
tonight.
man.
I might go grab some pizza. I'm convincing
Yeah,
myself to go
love
get
some
pizza
pizza.
tonight. So my number 3 is a little local joint on the corner, not Sal's, Domino's. That's a King
Domino's?
Queens. That's a King
Domino's.
Queens reference.
Yeah, we'll
shout out to Jerry Stiller. But Domino's is my number 3, and here's why Domino's. Domino's was my childhood. It's I don't know why. It's what I wanted as a kid. Everybody wanted Domino's as a kid, and as a kid I mean late 90s, early 2000s, and so good, man.
Oh, so
Just
you were a
so
fan before they reformulated it?
Yes,
So there's no
no,
telling
I
what
was-
kind of fan you'd be now.
I'm still a fan. I still like what they got cooking.
If you just admitted to us you ranked it based off your childhood. If you ranked it based off of current day, with the way they did everything, with the new crust and all the garlicky goodness on the outside,
It'd still probably
Changed
be
it.
where it is, knowing what my number 1 and number 2
I want
are.
to hear them. Let's go.
Yeah, number 2,
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
Oh,
Now,
my
Pizza
goodness.
Hut holds a special place in my heart because I had 2 really good friends in high school, and we were like nerds, straight up nerds. We'd
Imagine
go over,
that.
I know.
Y'all were.
We were. He taught us. We played Risk one day in his classroom while he cleaned out his classroom at the end of the school year, and he let
You
us.
came
hang
on
out
the
in
very
his
last
classroom.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you're a
yeah,
nerd.
exactly.
What
And
a
now
nerd.
I hate those.
What a nerd.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think he kind of found us entertaining. Did you find us entertaining?
Yeah, very entertaining.
Nerds.
See, that's why you gotta watch. That's why you gotta watch this show, folks.
I don't know. You heard
for
that
that.
go roll.
For
Yeah,
that
that was-
reason,
that was
right?
loud.
Go ahead. Wait, what you got?
I hate you so much.
What you got?
So anyway, we would and it's funny because the guy whose house we'd go to, he still works in VR. He's a VR programmer now, but we'd go over to his place on the weekends, and I guess sort of like what you would do with your friend group back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd hammer down on some VR, man. We'd swap it out, play VR Minecraft, or play all these different VR games.
Speaking my language.
And he would always have one large cheese and 1 large pepperoni pizza, and a 2-liter Mountain Dew. And buddy, we would hammer, and it'd be from Pizza Hut. And there was nothing like. And then Scholars Bowl trips in high school, we would always
The buffet.
We'd always end up our tournament for state would always go through Sneed State. So we'd always go to the Pizza Hut up in Boaz or Sneed and
Or Albert
hammer
Madison.
down on the buffet.
Dude, how many of those are left?
Not a lot.
I want to
'cause of
go eat
COVID.
it again. I miss it.
We need to
Pizza
go.
Hut?
Yeah.
Aniana.
The buffet.
You know, I think me and my wife went to eat at Pizza Hut that night up there in Albertville. Well, that's where that was
Albertville.
at, right?
Albertville.
Albertville. But when we come to see y'all wrestle, Sanders Boys, they're like 431 Sports Ring.
Yeah,
We went to Pizza
yeah.
Hut, got a pizza, and then come over and watch y'all wrestle.
We need to go as a group and just vlog the whole thing for all 3 fans.
Pizza Hut and the 431. Is that still open?
Yeah, it
431
is.
Sports
It
Ring?
is. Yeah, they only reason I know is because they update the signs. You know, like it's always empty, but they update
We'll
the
do
signs.
that
so-
one night.
Just go.
Go eat pizza and
Dude,
go
I would love
wrestling.
to.
That'd be
Up
awesome.
there. Yeah.
What
That'd be
nights
awesome.
is this? Is it Saturday nights?
That'd be
Yeah.
a good
Or
night.
Friday
That'd be a
night.
good
Friday
night.
or Saturday. I can't remember if they do
It's
both.
Friday. I mean, I'm just saying, this kind of is a Friday night.
Who's the headliner up there now?
No,
Who they-
I don't know if Lil Papa Pump is up there anymore. You know, I don't know.
I know Buff's not up there no
No,
more.
Buff, he don't make his rounds.
Who's not up there anymore? Lil Papa
Lil
Pump?
Papa Pump, yeah.
That
Hey, his
sounds like a
mama
rapper's
used to
name.
work at the McDonald's down in Atala, man.
That would be good, and then you could get into it with somebody, you know. that's
Come out of the
wrestling.
crowd like
Yeah.
old days.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah,
awesome.
that'd be good.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you about my first love of Pizza Hut was when they introduced the stuffed crust, and I would
yeah.
I would get the barbecue stuffed crust, and it would that was my go-to for a while.
So
What about
there's a story behind barbecue pizza and Pizza Hut here. So when I was little, I ate too much barbecue. I was just okay with it.
So
Too
there's
much.
cinnamon sticks. There's cinnamon.
Oh yeah.
The dessert ones.
You talk about
the
barbecue
icing on it.
chicken
Yeah,
pizza?
that's
Icing
good.
on
No,
it, dude.
barbecue, like pork.
Yeah, barbecue.
Yeah.
Barbecue
Because, you
chicken
know,
pizza's good.
PepsiCo owns the Pizza Hut brand.
Lillian's.
Like they own KFC and
Pepsi-Cola.
Taco Bell.
Best I ever had.
So the fact that you could go in there and get Mountain Dew, and just oh man, like
Yeah, the fresh stuff.
just like I don't know, just the whole experience.
I know I've said
behind
this
it.
before, but the Pizza Hut that used to be up there on the drive, Dad said that they would used to go up there on a Friday night and order one pizza and just get all the adult beverages.
You ate
they
too much
could-
pizza up there one time, didn't you?
No,
No.
no.
Not yet. But I don't know. I feel like the experience that you could get at a Pizza Hut was so much better than
It
you
was
could get
awesome.
at a Papa John's
Yeah.
or a Domino's, and that's why they edged out. For me,
But see, all those
they
were
edged out.
takeouts. Pizza Hut was the only one that was still a sit down
exactly.
restaurant.
Yeah.
I've never known of a Domino's being a sit down restaurant.
Not in 40 years,
Yeah.
probably.
Well, I mean, they have. Well, now they have tables now,
Hmm.
but nobody's ever in there eating pizza.
Probably
Yeah.
sitting there to wait.
Exactly,
Yeah.
they're sitting there waiting. But all right, my number one is a regional chain, but it is absolutely freaking amazing. I mean, the pepperoni, the quality of the ingredients, just every pizza I've ever gotten from there is so freaking good.
Let's go.
Marco's Pizza is freaking. Oh, it's so good. Like, I mean,
Good enough to be number one?
Yeah.
good
That's
enough to
number
be
one?
number one. Here's why.
Cue the crickets.
Have you ever had like Italian pizza from like a actual local Italian pizza joint?
Aren't they all Italian pizza joints?
No, like a mom and pop Italian
saying,
pizza
just
joint. Not a
Traditional.
franchise.
A
Yes.
traditional.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
That
Giovanni's or something.
Marco's Pizza
I want to try this.
is, and really I guess you can kind of throw in Donato's, but Marco's more so than Donato's because Donato's isn't even as regional as Marco's. But their pizza is the closest I've ever found from a franchise to the quality, to the level of like a local Italian mom and pop pizza.
Where do you go? There's one in Trustful.
There's one in Trustful.
Was it where else? Close by.
There's several in Birmingham. There's a bunch in South Alabama,
Okay.
Montgomery.
I've seen
Auburn,
them. I've just
Columbus.
never
Yeah, I've
had
had
it.
it. I've had it a few times. It's good.
Yeah.
All right, before we move. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you want to end it?
Well,
Go ahead.
It's not that I
I'll
want to
shut
end
up.
it. Before
I
we.
was gonna say something else, but go ahead.
Hey, do you remember earlier? I'll go into mine then. Do you remember earlier when you asked me if I mix cereals?
Yes.
Okay, so back, and this will be quick, but back in college, I used to like just put things together, you know. And my daughters will even ask me now, like, "Dad, can I have this and this?" And I'm like, "Of course you
Absolutely.
can." And
Suicide cereal.
yeah, absolutely. So my idea back in college was to open up a restaurant where people come in and it's called the Cereal Bar, and people come in and eat, and they can, you know, we have all these different like pre-made things, and then like some of my friends told me like that's a terrible idea. You'll never make money. And then like years later, same friend sends me an article saying like this guy's made
Did it?
multi-millions of dollars doing the cereal bars. And
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked anywhere but in like big cities, but it would definitely
College
would've
towns,
worked.
maybe.
college, I was in
It
Tuscaloosa when it happened.
It definitely would work. You know, like it ain't gonna work out here on like
What?
231, but
Yeah,
it definitely
yeah.
would have worked in like
That's the continental breakfast at the
Birmingham.
Yeah.
That is true.
Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing though, you could have different, you know, let's say you wanted to mix, I don't know, Cocoa Puffs and something else, you know, I mean there's a million different
Cocoa Puffs with
combinations.
some peanut butter.
Like
cereal.
some Reese's Puffs or something.
Really,
yeah.
what you could have done is use the early profits from that and started to create your own custom cereals. So then you really have a
Yeah.
permanent draw.
Well, and then on top of that,
For your
different types of milks, different flavored milks you could
Exactly.
add into stuff,
Yeah.
and it just gives you, you know, even have like banana milks. You
And
can
then
add
if
into
you
your
had
Cheerios.
created like mobile
good.
like to go cereal, like an easy way to consume cereal
Yeah.
on the go, like cereal shakes or something.
Like a cup.
You'd have
and
been-
Yeah.
And
a
big-
cup
and
that's got an extra lid on it,
and a
Yeah. They sell
massive
those.
like straw that's like that big.
so people can choke going down the road.
What was you gonna say about that pizza?
Chris
Well,
Farley.
I just wanted to let y'all know there's a website called Spoon University, and they rank the 15 best pizza joints in the U.S. pizza chains. And I wanted to go ahead and give y'all Little Caesars is number 15, Godfather's is 14, Sbarro is 13, Papa John's is 12,
Rightfully
Pizza Hut's
so.
number 11.
Yes.
Let's see, Domino's is number 9. CC's, y'all remember CC's?
Absolutely.
Number 8.
Excellent.
Papa
kill
Murphy's.
some CC's,
They
boy.
count Papa Murphy's. Number 7. And then it gets into a bunch of artisan, like Old Chicago Pizza and Tap Room, number 5, like a bunch of sit down, like high end pizza joints. But the number one pizza place, pizza chain in the country, according to Spoon University, is California Pizza Chicken. Pizza.
Chicken.
Pizza Kitchen.
California piece of chicken.
You piece of chicken.
Pizza Kitchen. So, anyway.
Sounds like a liberal list to me.
Yeah, a little bit.
So, it's Spoon University, man.
CPK.
They have news, reviews, lifestyle recipes, and, yeah.
All right, so what I was going to get into before I rudely interrupt Nick, who rudely interrupted me. What's your go-to pizza? Like, if you say, hey, I want a pizza, what is it?
I was going to ask y'all the same thing.
Kind
Yes,
of
let's go.
pizza.
I know what yours is because you're a basic
Just
white
going
girl.
somewhere to get a pizza.
Yeah.
Maters and gas.
No, not a place. Like,
Oh.
what is your order? Like,
Oh,
What
just
kind of pizza?
pepperoni.
Hey,
Pepperoni or maybe hamburger on there.
so we got 2 pepperoni, guys. Mark.
If I had to order one right now,
Yeah.
I was like, man, I want this pizza right now. Okay, it's going to be a Domino's deep dish, extra sauce, extra cheese
yeah, let's ask him about that.
with beef and bacon. Try that. That'll blow your mind.
So you told us about this.
Hold on. Give us yours
Oh.
before we get into that.
Mine is like I want something on it. I don't want just pepperoni or just cheese. Like we used to when we were growing up, we were a supreme family
I like it.
or a meat lovers family. Like we wanted like stuff on it. It's not just pepperoni or just.
I
cheese.
like all of them.
I don't like my pizza tasting like a hamburger, or I don't like my pizza tasting like a salad. I want my pizza to taste like pizza.
There's no lettuce on it.
No
Onions,
lettuce.
olives,
Okay.
all that bull crap.
Dude,
Like,
that's okay. I don't like
no,
olives
it's not.
though.
Like that's pineapple. What the crap? Like I want my pizza
good.
to be in the
dig
vein
it.
of the folks from Naples that created this
Well, get a
lovely,
Mediterranean
this
pizza.
lovely
then.
little pie and said, let's throw
This
some of this
dude.
meat that's real cheap that we make from thrown out pig parts because we're poor and we're from Naples, Italy, and let's bake it in a brick oven because
don't
we don't
think-
have gas or electricity because we're poor. And I don't know. There's just something about.
I think
the
You
that's
like
magic
you like
of
the
that.
traditional pizza. Period.
I
because,
think
the
that's an
Supreme
American,
pizza-
Not the American
thing, though.
version.
I don't.
Yeah.
I think that's
What
an Americanized
what the crap
thing.
do you think the Supreme is?
No, you're talking about. Hey, I want what the old country had. I don't think the old country had pepperoni.
Yeah, they did. Pepperoni is an Italian meat.
Well, I mean, do we know this for sure?
Well, I mean, the first pizza obviously had like cheese and probably like bay leaves, and that was it. You know,
Yeah. Some olive oil.
and some olive oil.
Yeah.
You know, and then they're like, hey, let's
A couple of bubbles of mozzarella and some olive oil.
Two
some
generations
sauce.
later, they're like, hey, we got some pepperoni in the back or some prosciutto. Let's throw that on there, and boom, you know, now you have that kind of. But just simple, not complicated.
Well,
you
just,
know,
you can get a barbecue chicken pizza. You know, you can
Yeah.
get like a Hawaiian pizza.
Eh.
You know, you can get all the meats. You
I
can get
dig
one
all
that's
the
got-
pizzas.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're a pizza fan, you can eat everything that they make with pizza. Just try it. Just try different stuff.
Yeah, I like
I have,
barbecue
and
chicken
I like.
pizza.
I
Expand
like-
your horizons.
All right, go.
Okay, so the other night, as in like a week and a half ago,
You mentioned this very pizza
on an episode,
on
right?
an episode.
Yeah. Previously, the pizza that you enjoy, the deep dish from Domino's.
Yeah.
So we go on the app. I'm sitting with Carrie in his house, and him and Maze and Caitlin, and we're sitting there about to order.
Hey, what sounds good? You know, Mark was talking about this deep dish pizza.
Let's try this deep
we
dish
want
pizza.
a deep dish pizza
From
Yeah.
Domino's.
Let's go.
And I go on the app. I can go on the app right now.
Yeah, me too.
Deep dish isn't an option, buddy. There is no deep dish option on the crust. So unless you're calling
It's
it
not
something
on the
else-
crust. You don't look on the crust. You look at the style, like where it's hand tossed.
Yeah, it's not on there.
Pan. Sorry. Pan pizza.
you it was pan.
Pan pizza.
So
I'm sorry. It's the same thing. Same thing. Pan pizza.
okay.
So that's what happened. There was no deep dish. It was just pan.
Yeah.
And
How
okay.
deep is it?
It's
It's like
an
Little
inch.
Caesars. It's thick.
yeah,
It's
inch
that
and a
thick.
half.
Is that what we ordered? No, we didn't order from
that.
Domino's.
Okay, you messed up.
No, we
we
did
did.
order from Domino's, but we didn't order.
You didn't get the
we
pan.
ordered the
Okay.
hand tossed.
Pan.
didn't
I'm
we?
sorry. Pan pizza.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Gosh darn it.
I'm sorry. Hey, next time though. Next time try it.
Pizza Hut has a pan pizza too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And it's
So,
delicious.
I want to try their Big New Yorker. Have you seen that advertised?
Yeah.
I want to.
To me, like with pizza, like the deep dish / pan pizza is the best pizza. The way of cooking.
Yeah.
I just think it's just so.
Well-
especially if they crisp up the edges and stuff, and you get the crisp on the bottom, get a little crisp on
But
top.
look, there's a difference
and it's
between
thick.
pan and deep dish.
Yeah.
Like there is. Like
Pan is
No,
deep
no, no,
dish
no.
esque.
Yeah.
But it's not deep dish.
Okay, well it's still delish.
No, I'm not doubting that. Now, if you want to try something like really good, if you want like an actual deep dish, go to Cutter's.
Oh, gosh,
over in Alexandria.
It's a local
Okay,
joint.
let me ask y'all this: what about Little Caesar's
Seriously,
deep
Cutters.
dish pizza?
Is
it deep dish?
It's more of a pan.
Yeah, it's not really a deep dish. It's not really a deep. That is a pan-esque. On the spectrum of pizza types,
Right there, owners.
it is not. It's not closer to the deep dish end of the spectrum than it
Okay.
is to the pan end. Of the
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we had the deep dish in Georgia when we went to
Yeah.
the coaching clinic. It was deep.
I've never
and
been
it
to Da
was
Da
good,
Da,
too.
Georgia.
Da-da-da.
I'm
I'd like
talking
to go there.
like that thick, right?
About the
It was,
same
like,
as
thick.
all the ones I'm talking about. Yeah, sure.
There's no way the pan. There's no way the
Hey, Cutters.
Cutters,
Yes.
Alexandria, really
Yeah,
good.
it's
How-
right-
Hey, their wings are good too. Great wings.
And they have a
Great
pizza
wings.
pie that is. I guess that's more like
Yeah.
their.
Hey,
their actual
if
deep
you
dish.
had to order wings right now, what would you get? What's your flavor? Go.
Oh, but hot buffalo.
Buffalo.
man, classic.
Buffalo hot. What about you?
Probably medium with lemon pepper.
Okay.
Yeah,
you
Buffalo
like-
hot wings.
Buffalo.
Hot wings, yeah. Yes.
I like the garlic parm, man.
Jefferson's
Terrible.
Hey,
Jefferson's. Look
I
at
had.
Terrible.
Look at the elbow, goofball.
Hey, so when
You're giving me the wrong hand.
when I was the head coach at Donahoe for like
That's-
5 years,
Never mind.
What
we
she
had
said.
we got our pregame meals from a local restaurant. Okay,
Yeah.
and they would always give the coaches, like, all the players got this. Like, I had the same meal every time. It was grilled chicken. It was some form of carb, and it was some form of vegetable.
Right.
And that's what my players got in a roll. Every meal. But the coaches, we got a box of wings, and so I ended up coming up with this little tasty concoction. It was garlic parm teriyaki, and it was unreal.
Garlic parm teriyaki.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
I'm not even a teriyaki guy.
I'm
but
not
that
a teriyaki
sounds,
guy.
That sounds pretty good.
Well, when you mix it with that, it's phenomenal. Try it sometime. Just blend some flavors. Try it.
we got to go to Cutters.
Yeah, I was planning on going to the dirt track, Talladega.
Well, let's go to
one
Cutters.
weekend so we can get some pizza. I was gonna go to the Art, but
Man,
I
we
guess
planned
I
a
can go
bunch
get
of
pizza.
trips.
Yeah, yeah, we're not doing any of this.
Have you been to?
that would be great trip.
We're gonna try.
Have you been to Crossroads?
You got to go to.
You got to go to
I
Crossroads.
don't even know what that is.
It's
Am I going to
Crossroads
sell
is
my
in
soul?
Lincoln.
No, you have to go.
It's in Lincoln. He and I went.
Yeah, it's
He
phenomenal.
took.
Right.
I said, he took me.
Is that the Crossroads, like Bone Thugs and Harmony?
No,
Wait a minute, is it what kind of place is it?
Cajun.
I think I've heard of it before. Yeah,
78,
there's some great
77.
things to do and trips to go on. They're really exciting. I look forward to them. We're not doing it though.
Don't say that. Don't be negative. Manifest these things. Be positive.
Yeah.
Now you sound like my wide receivers.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
So let's get to recommendations real
Recommendations.
quick. I don't know how long we've been going.
Hey,
on this
can I go
episode,
last?
but Sure.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Oh, go ahead.
My recommendation is frozen candy bars.
Absolutely.
Take
go.
a candy
Heck yeah,
bar,
dude.
put it in the
Three
freezer.
Musketeers.
Yep, Milky Way, Snickers.
Reese's.
Reese's.
Yep, Reese's, Kit Kats.
Reese's peanut butter cups, baby.
Yep.
I tell you,
Kit Kats.
the best one is the chocolate peanut butter. thing.
Reese's?
No, what do you call that?
Twix.
No,
PB Max.
no.
PB Max.
Chocolate peanut.
The bars.
Nutrageous.
Nutty bar.
Oh,
Nutter butter.
oh, Nutty
Oh,
Buddy.
no,
no,
Nutty Buddy.
Nutty
Nutty
yeah,
Buddy.
Yeah, Nutty Buddy.
Nutty Buddy.
Yeah,
Little
Nutty
Debbie.
Buddy.
Little Debbie.
Little Debbie,
Friezo.
Nutty Buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are good too, frozen.
Yeah.
Friezo.
Mini M&Ms.
Frozen?
Mini
Yeah, we
M&Ms.
talked about this on another episode recently.
Yeah, that's good, dude.
The minis.
Great recommendation.
Yeah. Also, the dad recommendation is sharpen your lawnmower blades.
Man, one of mine's came
Jacked up.
unbalanced right now, and it put lines in my yard, and I had to like double cut. I was so mad.
I had to change mine.
I got to do
There's
the
a story there.
And I just bought some like a couple months ago.
I've got them.
I hit a stump.
Yeah, I've had them for a while. My blades. I'm gonna change mine. I was gonna change
You
more.
sharpen? Do you sharpen yours?
No,
You
I
take
do.
them or
no.
I do.
I just got some new blades.
I got.
The
got
new
files of them.
lawnmowers you can only get like one sharpen out of them, maybe. But then after you sharpen them, you have to replace.
Well, I was
them.
just gonna wait till I changed my
Pretty
oil and do it all at the same time, so I could
Yeah.
drain my oil out and then set it up.
Yeah.
Change my blade and then change the oil.
Yeah.
what's your recommendation?
RGG pools and Marcus Graves and Zach Gilliland. If you give them the money, they'll build you a pool,
Not a sponsor.
and they do a great
Hey,
great job.
I gotta
Great
get
job.
in
But
touch with
don't borrow the money against yourself for your pool. You'll never be able to pay for it.
I just need a cover for my pool pump.
They do it.
I
They do
ran
it. Call
into
them
that.
RGG pools. They
I'm
do
gonna,
it.
I'm gonna get in touch with them.
Get them. Last time I tried to get in touch with them, they didn't answer my phone call.
They're fans of the podcast, are they not?
If y'all are listening right now, just come on, man. Take
Call me back.
You know,
Give me some
I'm
business.
sure they just looked at it. David Murphy.
Nope.
Because I hadn't had to call him that much. I just only called him a couple of times, asked him a question. But
Probably busy with the install or something.
yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a pool.
All right, so my recommendation. Where's my Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse? Great movie. Highly recommend.
The new animated.
Yeah. I might have recommended it already. I don't think I have, but if I have, oh well. If I haven't, highly recommend. And I have been so busy, I can't. I want to go watch Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
But I've been so busy, I can't get. Like I was going to go watch it today, but I was scared I wouldn't get back here in time because the earliest showing was at 12:30.
It's like a 3-hour movie.
And it's
Yeah,
a
3
3-hour movie. And then you add 15 minutes on the top for
Preview.
previews and whatnot.
Okay, hey, we need to go watch that at McWayne Center. Isn't it IMAX?
Yeah, but see, I didn't know this. There's only 1970 millimeter.
Oh my goodness.
What do you do?
There's
What are
only
you opening
19.
up?
What?
Just keep talking about the Spider-Verse. I got you.
Okay. There's only 1970 millimeter IMAX theaters in the United States.
Is
So
McWayne
just-
one of them?
There's only
No.
1970.
There's only 19.
Uh-huh.
70
Pause. Space.
Yeah, okay.
70 millimeter IMAX theaters
Yeah.
in the United States.
I got you.
The one in Birmingham. So just because something's an IMAX theater doesn't make it a 70 millimeter theater. The closest one to us is in Atlanta.
What about a
Let's go.
Oh, let's go right
Well,
now. We'll go to
but-
Cutter's. We'll go to Pizza Hut. We'll go to Bluebell.
But even if you saw it at the even if you saw it at the McWayne Center in the IMAX, wouldn't it be better?
Than a normal theater.
Yeah,
I would
absolutely.
imagine. Yeah. That's
But I want to watch it in 7.
That's delicious.
So do you know how many miles of film do you think it is? On
oh, for a
7?
3-hour animated, there's no telling how long it took.
It's
them
not
to make that.
animated.
11.
Oh, he's talking about Oppenheimer.
There's
Oppenheimer,
11
okay.
miles of film on the 70 millimeter IMAX that they have.
11 miles.
Universal paid for IMAX technicians, 2 IMAX engineers to go to every one of the 1970 millimeter theaters across the United States to make sure nothing went wrong.
Wow.
For this weekend's screenings of the movie.
Wow.
11 miles of film.
That's
the
wild,
spool it's a horizontal spool. It's not a
Yeah,
reel like
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
It's not a vertical reel. It's a
Yeah,
horizontal
people
reel.
get it.
And no joke, it's probably, believe it or not, it's probably as Hey, y'all. From the back of Clint's chair to that couch right there. That's how wide.
That's
it is.
insane.
It's incredible.
Can you imagine having to lug that up?
Yeah,
to your
for real.
show?
Yeah.
How are we going to fit this through the door?
Why is your
What?
go-to
I don't know. I don't know why I've been going
an
out
old
today.
Jewish lady from New York?
because it was an Asian guy when he's talking about angel earlier.
Hey, it's an Asian guy when you talk about Mexican restaurants.
Yeah, that's weird,
Number one
man.
customer.
Maybe it's because I'm feeling grandma-ish when it comes to my recommendation. Because
Go ahead, do it.
All
man.
right, my recommendation is a live recommendation where I don't know if I should recommend this or not. So,
Is it
fellas,
an animal?
no, of course not. You know we're going back to food on this. All right, so fellas, look, I was in Piggly Wiggly with my daughters today, and I walked by and I saw a new product from Little Debbie. And if you ever see a new product from Little Debbie, you're like,
Are we gonna eat on this episode?
We?
Spit on
We
everybody.
or you?
Yes.
no, we.
Sorry, I spit on.
Fellas, I wasn't going to leave y'all out today. All right, so this is the Snickerdoodle cream pie from Little Debbie.
My God.
This is a
I
new-
love it when we
you already have one?
I'll eat
cream
it
pie on
Saturday.
this
No, eat it today. Come on, you got to live do it. Come on, Coach.
with cinnamon sugar.
Hey,
Hold on, I'm gonna
Snickerdoodle
throw
cream
this
pie.
up on the screen so you can see what this looks like. Or on the telly.
This is a Snickerdoodle. I don't know if I'm gonna like this or recommend it, but we'll let you know in a minute, okay? I'm going in.
Not a sponsor. This is a
Okay.
live tasting right here. That
Okay.
David and Clint don't like to do because they're like, it's not good for a podcast to hear.
Well, hey, if
Oh
people,
wow, that's instant.
yeah, okay. This reminds me, and I fell in love with this cheesecake at Cheesecake Factory. It's like the cinnamon. I don't know, maybe Cinnabon cheesecake at Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
Like destroyed me, and this is doing the same thing. This is delicious.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really good.
You didn't eat yours.
Yeah, I ate a bite. It's like a cinnamon house at Christmas. What it reminds me of.
Yeah, you're right. A gingerbread house.
Yeah, gingerbread house. Yeah.
That's really good.
I'm down with that.
Man, if Nick Saban gets a hold of those,
Hey, he'll like
it's
that.
over.
And doesn't cinnamon like wake your brain up a little bit?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a.
Coach Saban, get on them snickerdoodle cream pies
That's good.
and your coffee.
That's really good.
Yeah, my coffee. That'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be great.
It's
All right,
just
guys.
okay with water.
All right, guys. So that's the episode. Don't forget to rate, review.
Count
podcast.
change.
Seriously, guys. Hey, what if we did something like where if you review the podcast on and not just rate it, give it 3
Shout
or
outs.
4 stars.
Shout out.
Like if you actually go on Apple Podcasts,
Give
and
us
leave
a
review. Write terrible podcasts. They're for
Yeah,
idiots.
give us some feedback.
Don't listen. We will give you a shout out.
Yeah, we'll give you a shout
We'll
out.
read your reviews on episodes on air. Just go review it.
Yeah,
if you
do it.
If you don't mind. Just do it. Actually, I don't care if you mind. Just go do it.
Do it.
Just do it.
Hey, do it.
Just do it.
Do
You
it.
can
Do it. Do it.
And then while you're at it, if you want to, subscribe
That's
to Lens
Starsky
Plus
Nuts.
for all of our bonus
Yeah,
episodes.
Starsky
Hey,
Nuts.
and guys, another thing, you don't just get bonus episodes. You get episodes a week early. You get them before everybody else gets them.
if they're recorded.
Hey, I'm
So-
sorry, but I forgot one more recommendation that I had.
Oh,
it just
okay,
hit
go
me,
ahead.
and I had 2 written down.
Like diarrhea. Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Here it comes.
Smoky Mountain Fudge milkshake from Jack's. My brother-in-law Chris, he told me about that. Tried it today with my girls. We shared one, and because I got a free one on the app, use the app. It
Those
pays you
points,
back.
man.
Those points are killer. Yeah, but Smoky Mountain Fudge, it was delicious. Hit that up.
Yeah, I will.
On his
Yeah.
cheat days.
So-
Yeah, Keisha Garrison, shout out. Yes, she said she'd been listening.
Yep.
Keisha Garrison, thanks for
Keisha!
following, liking, subscribing, rating, and reviewing. Don't forget, if you don't, we're going to have to release Mark's feet pics online and Clint's titty pics as well. No, not yet.
Teat.
Yeah, should I bleep that out?
Teat.
Teat?
Hey, how
Nipple. Areola.
Hey, I've got 8 lab
You
puppies
got
right
8.
now.
Oh,
So they're probably ready to go by the time this episode airs.
8 teeth.
8 teats. Lab puppies.
What
Four,
kind- what
four
kind of
chocolate,
lab?
4 chocolate, black, 3 black, and 1 white.
My brother's got one of your labs.
Oh, Dad's? One of Dad's?
One of your dads, yeah.
Yeah.
They call him Buzz.
If I didn't
I call
have
him Edward.
If I didn't have 3 horses already, I'd get one. I love a lab. I love a lab puppy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can always train them to not run after your horses.
So, I found out why they call them
No, they're
retrievers.
huge. Because they retrieve.
No. Yes, they retrieve. But do you know why they retrieve? You know why they were bred to retrieve?
Because people are hungry, they didn't feel like going and picking up their dead ducks they shot
They
out of the air.
have they're bred to have soft mouths. They're bred
So they wouldn't
because,
crush
exactly. So they
the-
don't.
yeah.
So they're not that they don't have the capability to crush,
Right.
but their mouths are softer than the roofs of their
Yeah,
mouths, their
yeah, their
tongues.
palates are-
They're literally designed to
interesting.
pick things up with their mouths and be gentle with those things. That's why they're
Yeah.
so good with kids. Any kind of retriever, golden
Cool.
retriever, Labrador retriever, messenger retriever,
Wiener retriever.
Yeah.
soft mouths, man. They got soft mouths.
Yeah,
So the more you learn.
that's cool.
Yeah. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Seriously, it ingratiates us. We enjoy doing this, believe it or not.
Finger guns.
David and I have to put up with 2.
Butch Johnson.
Children.
Two
Butch
children.
Johnson.
He's doing it now.
I guess I should do it.
Butch Johnson, baby.
I'm so distracted right now. That's it.
You're doing a
Don't
great
forget,
job
You can
there.
talk.
Or you
That
can go
was a good
home.
one.
Yeah, go home.
Take yourself home. All right.
Bop, zip, dop,
Do bop.
do wop, zap, dap, dap, do. Oh, do wop, dap, 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 do, da. Do wop, zip, dap, dap, do, do.
Yeah!
That was good. I had to lay the bass line down on that one.
Yeah, I was falsettoing the crap out of that.
You sound like that guy on the Gibb Brothers.
Jerry Gibbs.
Hey, did y'all see the thing about cocaine sharks?